What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It is your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. What's good in the hood? First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. Salute to the Mod Squad. Salute to the goons. We're going to have a good one today, man. Run the likes up, y'all. Run it up. Run the likes up. Keep the likes at 50% of the audience. Let's drop something. Last but not least, tip your bartender, man. What's good with you guys? I'm going to let you guys filter in. My light fell over. Let me get my light back up here. I'm right here. So log in. Get yourself comfortable because we about to cook, man. We are about to cook. We about to cook right now. So you guys, man, gotta put my light back. My light back on point here. Let's get your guys' selves together. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm there. I'm coming. Almost there. Almost there. All right, I'll play with it over here, man. I'll mess with it. All right. Sorry about that, man. The wind blew the light over, bro. Trying to get the light ready. All right, y'all, man. Let's just cut to it, man. I'll work on it over here, man, off the screen and stuff. Y'all been bothering me about this. Shaq, have you seen the Maxx Crosby interview on the Rush podcast? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Yeah, I saw it last night, you guys. I finally saw it, man. And we're going to talk about it, man. Dang, bro. I hope I didn't break it. Yeah, it's not really doing what I wanted to do right now, but oh well. It ain't working right now, but all right, man, let's get to it, man. You guys been asking me, man, about this. And did I see it and what I thought about it? I finally saw it last night. But before we do all that, it's time to blaze one for the nation, man. This is going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one, bro. This was not something that I really particularly was interested in, bro. Like, I already told you guys what it was. But we had to hear from the Condor himself. And due to the fact that we had to hear from the Condor himself, man, you guys want to know what I thought about it. All right, man. So that's what we're going to be spending our time on right now, man. Get the likes. The likes need to be liking, bro. I got me a really, really, really big one today. Pause. A really big stick to get through this subject because it might take that long. Okay. All right. And I had to ask the wife, hey, man, could I get something to light the cigar with because this thing is done. All right. So we're going to get into it right now, man. For those of you guys who haven't been around, Maxx Crosby last night was on the Rush podcast, his podcast with his boys. And he had an official statement in regards to what happened between the Baltimore Ravens and himself. Everything's not going good on this subject, bro. Everything is janky on this one. All right. When there's a will, there's a way, bro. All right. So we're going to get into it. I got my cigar. I got my tasty beverage. I got my cigar, and I got y'all. Let's get cracking. So here we go, man. What does Matthew Shack Unfiltered think about this whole scenario? First thing first, I got to prep it up first, okay? Let me set the table, and then we will go from there, you guys. All right? Let me set the table, and then we will go from there. All right? Let's keep it gangster. Maxx Crosby is back with the Las Vegas Raiders. After a week, we can politely call this whole scenario eventful. Let's get these likes up. He finally provided his own sequence of events on Tuesday, which was yesterday. All right? Speaking on his The Rush podcast a week after the Baltimore Ravens nixed his trade, Crosby went through the experience of nearly joining the AFC North contenders, only to be told by their doctors they were concerned about the results of his physical that he had just had while he was there. Okay? He did not hide the mark on the journey, that the marks that it left him. So what this article is saying, this is Yahoo Sports. For those of you guys who always want to know what your source is, this is Yahoo Sports. Okay? And they're saying that this left a mark. This left some marks on Maxx, man. He got scarred up on this one. Okay? So here's what Maxx said. Quote, I've gone through some shit in my life, I can't lie. But that whole situation was probably one of the most unique, crazy, wild, and up and down roller coasters I've ever been a part of. Unquote. Okay, that was the opening salvo. All right. The process began with him and his family traveling from Las Vegas to Baltimore to go and join his new team. However, the first thing that was the first red flag, according to the Condor, was the accommodations. How was he getting there? This is a guy who just got traded from the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's get these likes up, man. Likes ain't liking. To the Baltimore Ravens for 2 first-round draft picks. Okay? Something that the Ravens in their history have never done. They've never traded a first-round draft pick. They just traded 2 first-rounders. But look at the way that they had him get there. Here's what he said. They had, quote, they flew me to D.C., Washington, D.C., because there wasn't many flights. We flew first class. They flew me to D.C. because it was the only straight flew, and we had to drive 2 hours from D.C. all the way to Baltimore after the 5-hour flight. That shit was weak, unquote. Now, let me start there. Because you know why? Because I have a lot of experience flying to Baltimore. Okay? I have a lot of experience doing what they just did. I have had to fly from LA to Dulles, which is closer to Baltimore. There's 2 airports. There's RFK and there's Dulles. I've flown into Dulles so many times to drive to Baltimore. And the traffic is horrible, bro. Okay? And my question is this. You just traded, Baltimore Ravens, you just traded 2 first-round draft picks for a guy that you absolutely wanted, and you didn't fire up the Lear jet to go get him. That's the first red flag. Steve Busciotti and Eric DaCosta did not fire up the jet to go get him, or did they not charter a jet? These are billionaires. Steve Busciotti's a billionaire, bro. He could have easily just chartered a jet from McCarran International Airport in Las Vegas, 30 grand there, and 30 grand back is 60K, plus you're writing it off. Why in the hell did they book them regular tickets with everybody else? So Maxx Crosby, his beautiful wife Rachel, his beautiful daughter Ella, and his family and his homies or whoever they were all in first class on a regular plane, bro. That was the first red flag. How do you not fire up the jet, bro? How do you not do that? I mean, damn. Then you didn't fly him directly into BWI. BWI is Baltimore Washington International Airport, because we're having all these problems with the flights right now. There's a lot of cancellations and all of that. So all they did was book him a first class flight, which is what? Shit. Probably about 600 a person. 600, maybe, let's just give it 1,000. A thou wow. All right, let's just give it a thou wow. I'll even do it better. 1,200 round trip per person, which is too damn high. All right, let's just say that. That's about shit, less than 10 G's to fly him all the way there to Dulles, and Dulles is in Baltimore, bro. That's not Baltimore. That's like that's West Virginia area and all of that. Then he had to get in the car and fight that traffic for 2 hours. That traffic is horrible, bro. So a 5-hour flight turned into a 7-hour trip just to get there, bro. That's the first thing. That's why he said that shit was weak. How in the hell do you get a whole Maxx Crosby and then put him on there? You put him on Spirit Airlines. They put a whole Maxx Crosby on Spirit. Come on, bruh. Come on, dog. You supposed to fire up the Learjet for that. You supposed to fire up. I mean, you talk about somebody having a bad impression from the beginning. But let me continue. These meetings, when they do this, every team, when they pick up a free agent, I bet you Tyler Lindenbaum wasn't having to commute from Los Angeles, fly into LAX and drive 4 or 5 hours to get to Las Vegas. I'm pretty sure we probably fired up the jet to get his ass out here. Okay, but hey, like I said before, hey man, somebody isn't on point. Okay, these meetings usually consist of a meet and greet with the team's brass and a physical to confirm what's wrong with the player. Then the official signing of the contracts. Where it got weird, however, is that neither the Ravens head coach, Jesse Mentor, or the Ravens general manager, Eric DeCosta, met with Maxx Crosby at the team facility for the first 5 hours he was there. That was red flag number 2. Red flag number 1 is you put me on Spirit Airlines, bro, and they gave me a bag of peanuts and a bottle of water. Okay? Then I had to get in a car and travel 2 hours in a car, bro, with my knee. Man, he was in a black truck. He wasn't in no damn lay back and bed in the back. He's in there sitting in a cramped ass car, bro, after being cramped up for 5 hours. Then he's cramped up for another 2. Okay, I understand. I've done it before. Trust me, bro. I'll let you know, man. One of the first few times I ever flew to Baltimore to go visit my wife's family, which at that time she wasn't my wife yet. She wasn't even my fiance yet. We flew into Dulles International Airport, man, because it was always cheaper to fly into Dulles and then rent a car. Man, it was so bad when we flew in. Same airport Maxx was at. To go to Baltimore, the same destination he was getting to, when I got to go pick up my rent-a-car, they said I didn't have a reservation. Now understand, I'm a Hertz #1 Club card owner. I've had a Hertz #1 Club card since I was 17 years old when I was working at Hertz. Okay? I got one then. I wasn't even supposed to have it. All right? But I've been had my Hertz #1 Club Gold. When I show up to the airport, it says Shack M. I just pick a car. There ain't no going in there doing none of that shit. I go to take the shuttle, whatever the hell. I get out. It says Shack M. It says the stall, and I just go get my shit. There isn't none of that. Oh, go inside, talk. Here's my credit card. Nah, dog. No. I've been with Hertz since I was 17 years old. I'm far from 17. All right. That time when I got there, they didn't have none of my stuff, dog. Okay, it was late. They told me there was nothing they could do. The computers were down. They couldn't give me a car. We had to get on the phone, and her mother and her aunt had to drive to come get us. They had to drive from Baltimore. We had to, man, I'm getting ready to beat up everybody at that Hertz rental car, bro. I cussed everybody out, bro. I was going crazy. All right, just flew all those hours, man. You got me in there waiting, talking about, oh, the computers are down. We can't issue you a car. I said, y'all better figure some shit out. They had to come all the way from Baltimore to come pick us up. all right, which was far. Go back to their house. Then after that, I had to go back the next day. They had to drive me back for me to get a rent-a-car. But guess what happened? They upgraded the shit out of my car. I was driving something dope as shit. I was driving a convertible BMW 750, whatever the hell it was, bro. And it was free. I acted a fool up there, okay? They gave me that car for free the rest of my trip. So what am I saying? My knee wasn't jacked up. I didn't have no surgery on my meniscus. I wasn't sitting in a plane for 5 hours and then waiting 2 hours and stuff. I was perfectly healthy, okay? So that's the second thing, all right? So when he gets there, he's there at the facility for 5 hours. He didn't talk to nobody. He didn't talk to the GM, wasn't there to meet him. The coach wasn't there to meet him. The owner wasn't there to meet him, dog. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird, man? First you put me on Frontier Airlines, then I have to take a car to you, and then I get there in the first 5 hours, not 5 minutes, not 50 minutes, not an hour, not 2, not 3, not 4. 5 hours there, bro. It's already been 10 to 12 hours since I've left Las Vegas, and no one's there to greet me at all, bro. Like, no one's there to greet me. What are we doing? Okay? All right? Once Crosby did step in the room with Minter, Jesse Minter, and DaCosta in the next room, he sensed something was wrong. Then Minter gave him the bad news. Think about it. Jesse Minter is a rookie head coach, bro. This is his first head coaching job. He was with the Chargers last year. Let's get these likes up, man. Likes are definitely not liking. This is a first-year coach. Eric DaCosta is the general manager. He is responsible for trading for a whole Maxx Crosby. But guess who broke the news to Maxx Crosby? Eric DaCosta made the coach tell him the deal was off. I mean, don't even have enough balls to be the person to tell him. Jesse Minter told him the bad news. All right? He said, this is what Maxx said. Quote, you could tell that the energy was off, but I dapped him up and he had a blank face. Your first day at work, bro. This is what happens your first day at work. It don't look good. Okay? And he's like, okay, I'm not thinking anything of it. Maybe it's just different. Maybe these people are just funny style. Maybe they're just weird. Maybe that's just how they do shit. No one seems to be happy. You know, when we do our stuff, when we see players come into the facility and they're new, you see the whole staff cheering them on and clapping when you walk in. Maxx didn't get none of that shit. They thought Maxx was there to deliver some DoorDash or some. They thought he was there to deliver a pizza. Let's get these likes up, man. The likes ain't liking. That's what they thought. They treated him like he was there to drop off a FedEx package. Oh yeah, just put it over there. Oh, I'm Maxx Crosby. Oh yeah, just put it over there. No. I'm Maxx Crosby. Maxx Crosby. Let me check the schedule. Oh yeah, Maxx. Yeah, we just traded for you. Yeah, have a seat. No fanfare, no nothing. No Lamar Jackson. Hey, what's up, man? None of that. No Lamar. No. Where was Derrick Henry at? None of them was nowhere around. Come on, bruh. But Maxx is still thinking, well, you know, I mean, this is weird. Okay? I mean, what's popping? All right? He said, I go into the room. This is 5 hours later. Remember, he was there 5 hours. He said, I go into the room on the couch, and he's like, Jesse Minter, because Eric DaCosta ain't saying shit. He says, I'm your boss. You're going to break it to him. He might punch me or something. Like, you're the one that's going to get punched. It isn't going to be me. All right. He said, man, I don't know how to say this, but one of our doctors has concern with the results of your knee. Some of them are concerned about the future. We really want you, and this is what it is, but we're gonna have to get some more opinions, unquote. Let's we want to take. Let's start again because you guys really need to understand when this happened. Number one, they didn't fire up no Learjet for one of the probably the biggest trade person of the year. They didn't even scramble a jet for a nigga. Nah. Get on this plane right here, bro. And if you have extra baggage, you'll have to pay for your extra baggage and shit. Okay? Straight up. Your own seating, you know it's cheap, but it's like, hey, wherever you want to sit at and shit. Like, he said that was weak as shit. Wasn't treated like a celebrity then, were you, Maxx? What didn't look like he thought it was gonna look. They treated you just like they treated you. That's number one. Number two, they didn't even fly into the closest airport. They flew a good, without traffic, it's a good 45 to 50 minute drive. Because it's way out in the, it's like in the wilderness, man. It's like out there, bro, like by Langley. Okay, when you hear about Langley CIA headquarters and all that shit, it's like out there, like trees and shit. I've flown into Dulles a lot because it's a lot cheaper. Back when, during the lean times. Now it ain't lean. I'm not flying into Dulles, okay? Because I'm not trying to go through the bullshit I went through the last time. At least BWI, the family, if something happens, the fam could come pick us up 20 minutes. But damn, all right? That's number two. Then you get there and you're at the facility for 5 hours and no one's even talking to you. What was Maxx doing for 5 hours, bro? That's like you at work, you work your first 4 hours, you get an hour lunch. The whole time from the time you got there to the time your lunch was over, Maxx was just sitting there, dog. I don't get it, bro. Nobody talked to Maxx. This shit is nuts, bruh. But it gets better. It gets better, man. Okay? Crosby said he was stunned by the news and immediately started worrying about his knee. Don't you think he would have been worried about it? Do you know how many doctors saw Maxx Crosby? 6. There were 6 doctors that saw Maxx. 6. Okay? You had their doctor. You had Dr. Cooper, who did Patrick Mahomes' knee just recently, and Malik Neighbors from the Giants, and 4 other doctors from 4 other teams. And they come in and say, hey, man, your knee's jacked up. Your knee is jacked, homie. Maxx is like, man, what's going on, man? Is my career over? I would be scared too, bro. You're telling me, man, that's... Y'all worried about my knee? Like, what did you see, dog? Like, what's going on? You're talking about a 28-year-old man. Maxx Crosby ain't 38, he's 28. Man, I'd be scared as shit if I was him. 28 years old, man, and you're telling me my knee is jacked up to the point where y'all worried about it, man? I didn't hear that from my doctor. I didn't hear that in Vegas. Now you're telling, man, what's going on? I can see why. Then you put him through that mental cruelty. That's called mental cruelty, bro. Okay? Said right here. Okay? Worried about the state of his knee, which received a meniscus repair from Dr. Neil El Atrache. That's his doctor. Dr. Neil El Atrache. That's his name. He does all Maxx's surgeries. He did his labrum. He did his hand. Everything. Same doctor, bro. That's our doctor. That's our doctor. Okay? Earlier in the offseason, he said that knee had been a topic of contention already as the Raiders shut down Crosby against his wishes over concerns about the joint, leading him to want the trade in the first place. So he's really thinking, yo, man, my knee must be absolutely shredded, bro. My shit is jacked up. My shit is jacked, dog. It has to be. It has to be, dog. 6 people, 6 doctors. One of them I know is one of the best in the game. I have one of the best in the game, and Dr. Cooper's one of the best in the game because he just did Patty Cake's knee. You're either going to Dr. L. Attache or you're going to Dr. Cooper. Dr. Cooper was in there. Man, I'd be scared to death if I was, man, what's happened, bro? Who did some shit? Did y'all reattach my shit? Did you guys leave the tools inside my knee? I would have been freaking out. And he said he was. Okay? He eventually got L Attache on the phone, Dr. L Attache, man. I mean, shit. Gling, 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 gling. Hey, that's Max. Put Doc on. Doc said with the patient. I don't give a rat ass who he's on the. Get his ass on here now, man. We got a problem, dog. Emergency. Yeah, Max. Hey, man, they're telling me my knee is. He was probably going crazy. I would have been. 6 doctors tell me my knee is jacked. What? Nah. He's thinking his career's over. He's thinking all kinds of crazy shit. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he, bro? He's never been told nothing like that in his life. So Dr. El Tache said, he took him through the MRI results. He said, Max, let me pull up your MRIs. And he went through with him. And he said, and he assured him nothing was wrong. Max had to call his own doctor. They didn't even call Dr. Attache. Don't you think you say something like that to him and you don't even get your doctor on the phone for y'all to kind of powwow and get together and get on a conference call or some shit? This a Baltimore Ravens, bro. This is a National Football League. This ain't no damn backroom doctor somewhere and shit. Go down the street and around the corner and behind 7-Eleven there's a door. You go back there and that's where you get the work done. Okay, no. This is a professional football team. What do you mean? They didn't even get on the phone. They just had him, if you want to call your people, they just left him hanging the whole time, bro. You tell him that, and then he got to call the doctor on his own. So he's on there on the phone at the facility where they're at, because they done left him. Okay, Max, we're going to let you chill for a second. Call who you need to call, bro. We don't know what we're doing right now. So the doctor, he said, he calmed me all the way down. He's like, quote, Max, don't listen to any of that shit. He's like, your knee is great. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, or even ahead of schedule. He's like, you're doing everything right, and they know you had your surgery 9 weeks ago. That's one of those situations, man, where you really had to call somebody. You really was in a jam and you was told there was nothing you could do to get out of it. And you had to get somebody who you really knew had your back and had that info to tell you was all right, bro. He couldn't have called his parents for that shit. He couldn't have called Mark Davis for that shit. He couldn't have called his wife. His wife is there. He couldn't have called his homies. His homies don't know nothing about that shit. He had to call somebody to rest assured, hey, man, don't believe any of that shit. That's really messed up, because now you're making him think initially, what did the Raiders doc, what did this cat do to me? But he's known this guy his entire career. He said, man, Max, don't believe any of that bullshit. Your knee is fine, homie. You're exactly where you're supposed to be after 9 weeks. Okay? Let's understand that, man. It's only two months in a week. Okay? He did it in January, man. It's not supposed to be ready yet. All right? So here he said, he's showing me the actual literature. So they're on FaceTime. Max didn't just call him. Max on FaceTime. Show me. Doc pulls out all this shit. He's showing me the actual literature. Like he really went out of his way to try to calm Max down, dog, because Max was freaking out. He's freaking out, bro. I don't blame him, dog. You playing with my career now, bro. You're playing with my livelihood. You're playing with mine. Okay? He said, this is where the knee is supposed to be from a meniscus repair. MRIs could be misleading because it's still fresh surgery and this and that. He's like, quote, listen, you're doing everything right. Everything's going well. We're going to stick to the plan. He's like, you'll be back by training camp. They didn't assist Maxx at all, bro. They let Maxx just hang. They gave him that info and then let him figure it out. Okay? There were surely talks happening between the Ravens and Raiders at that point, with the Ravens likely trying to negotiate a lower price due to their concerns. So what this is saying is that they were trying to use this failed physical to try to lower it down from 2 firsts. We'll still do the deal, but we're not doing it for 2 firsts. And what they tried to do, they tried to bait and switch. Let's get them out here. Let's see if we can get the Raiders to just take a trade down to maybe a second or something. They still wanted Maxx, but not at those 2 firsts. And they used this bogus physical to do that. We talked about it. Okay? All right, I can't wait to get to the part where I get to say what I got to say, but we got to continue this first because we need to be thorough. All right, let's get these likes up. Okay. At one point, a member of the Ravens, unknown who it was, actually called Crosby to tell him the trade was still happening, only for the opposite to be confirmed minutes later. Who was the Raven that called Maxx Crosby, bro, and said, hey, man, don't trip, it's still going down? Had to be somebody, it had to be somebody big. I know it wasn't Zay Flowers. I know it wasn't Mark Andrews. I know it wasn't Hamilton. I know it wasn't Roquan Smith. It had to be LJ. It had to be Lamar, or it had to be Derek. It was probably Lamar, bro. Hey, man, don't trip, bro. Okay? Only for it to be proven to be false minutes later. He said, quote, one of the Ravens guys called me. He said, yo, we're trying to figure this out. We're going to get it done. Don't worry. 5 minutes later, CJ calls me, his agent, CJ LeBoy, saying he's like, quote, they're backing out. He goes, I'm frozen. I'm like, holy S, what the F? I'm livid, confused, the whole 9 all in one. Where is Eric DaCosta at? He's not even talking to Maxx. He didn't do it. He just. On the bright side, listen to this. On the bright side, Crosby said the Ravens did spring for a private jet back to Vegas. Didn't I say they could have scrambled a jet to get him there? Listen to what they just said. Didn't I just say that? I haven't read this article. I just printed it out. On the way back, they scrambled him a jet. A PJ. Will validate your parking. How come you couldn't scramble a jet for him to get there, but you could scramble one back? I can't wait for me to start talking. I cannot wait, bro. But I still have to be thorough though. So like I said, I mean, damn, you're supposed to scramble a jet both ways, but you had him fly Spirit on the way, and then when the deal was canceled, you sprung for a jet. Come on, bro. All of these are write-offs, dog. It's all a write-off, dog. It's all a write-off. Okay? I write off all my shit. Okay, so come on. A $30,000 flight is nothing. All right, so let's continue. The turn of events leaves Crosby back with the Raiders, while the Ravens signed Trey Hendrickson, the top smash rusher of the free agent market, for a lower price than Crosby's contract. Listen, for all these people that's running around, especially all these Ravens fans running around talking about Trey Hendrickson was the better deal, Trey Hendrickson was, because Trey Hendrickson was cheaper. The deal is a 4-year, $114 million deal. Max's deal is a 3-year deal. No, and not 2 first rounders. They got him for a bucket of chicken and some coleslaw and some mashed potatoes that are cold, bruh. Not even any gravy. We'll get that next time. I can't wait to start talking. Hold on, I ain't done yet. Crosby indicated that he's no longer trying to leave the Raiders and made his intentions very clear on Thursday. Quote, "Shit happens for a reason. I know exactly who I am. I'm healthy. I'm effing crushing my rehab. I'm doing what I'm doing. I wasn't supposed to be in Baltimore, and that's it. You know what I mean? I was meant to be a Raider. It's through my damn core. That's it. I'm in this shit for life until that changes, which I don't foresee. Honestly, you never know in this damn league." True. "I found out for sure. I just feel like I'm meant to be a Raider." Unquote. Now the moment that we've all been waiting for, even myself. What do I think about this entire situation? Let's get these likes up. Well, you guys, say it along with me. I was right. Surprisingly, huh? Again, I told you that entire situation was a bait and switch. You know why they sent him and his family on the regular domestic flight? Time. Why did they not fly him in the BWI? Time. Time, bro. The flight time was 5 hours. You got to get to the airport. You got to go through regular security. You got to wait for the boarding. You got to board the plane. You gotta wait for them to take you off from the tarmac, bro. It was probably really like 7 hours just for him to get on the plane and then you flew him 50 miles away. You flew him to an airport that's 50 miles away, bro. So you can do what? Have him in traffic for 2 more hours. Okay? That's 9. Then when he gets there, you have him sit for another 5 hours. That's 14. While he was sitting there, they was just holding him off while they were trying to get this Trey Hendrickson deal locked and loaded. That's exactly what they did. And it's justified to be true, at least allegedly by Shaq, is because they flew him back private. They're so dumb, they should have flew him back regular. But no, they flew him back private, bro, because they were done. They already had everything. Now it's time for us to spend the loot. They didn't spend no money on Maxx, bro. They didn't spend no money on Maxx. Not a penny, bro. That ain't no money. Come on, dog. Come on, man. To feed the team coffee and donuts on Tuesdays costs more than a flight. That wasn't shit. Okay? They used Maxx Crosby as bait to get Trey Hendrickson to come down on his price because his market was very, very soft. The market for Trey Hendrickson was very soft, super soft. Okay? So they used that to their advantage, and they played Maxx by having him just sit there. And then when the time came, they had 6 doctors to fail him on purpose. But I told you guys a couple of days ago, okay, that even James Harrison and Joe Hayden from their podcast, Debo and Joe, ex-Pittsburgh Steelers players, they said that, hey, man, that doesn't make any sense for them to have him just sitting around waiting to be talked to when they just traded for him. They were pausing, bro. They had him hit the pause button on Maxx. Had him there for 14, 15 hours, bro. Flew him back. They got him out of there quick. Once they had it, like, okay, now we're going to scramble the jet. Now we're going to spend the 30 G's to get you back. Okay? Next thing was, where is the NFL Players Association, man? They need to be sanctioned for this. But nobody's coming to their rescue about this thing, coming to Max's rescue. Okay? But Maxx asked for this. You asked for this, Condor. You asked for this. Nobody can say that the Raiders did not do Maxx a solid. We didn't know these guys were going to operate like that, man. We traded him to a good-ass team. We didn't trade him to the Siberian Jets like we did Dylan Parham and, Geno Smith. We traded him to a contender, to a team that has a 2-time MVP, a 2,000-yard rusher, 2 first-ballot Hall of Famers, a good defense, okay, a good market, a place where he can actually get some shit done. And then they sent him back all tattered and his market value shot. But guess what, bro? I do not feel sorry for Maxx in this case. Okay? I love him, but hey, sometimes you gotta, who person you love, you gotta let them find out the world don't love you, bro. The world don't love you, homie. They saw food, you were food, and they used you for the food, bro. Wasted your time and wasted our time. Got what they wanted, and we didn't get shit in return. I'm glad he's back, but you asked we never planned on trading Maxx Crosby. When he said he didn't want to play for us, and Mark tried to talk to him, he said he was done. That's what it took. And he was not a Raider for about 5 days. A lot of you guys, oh man, no. Maxx was not a Raider after he got traded on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. He was not a Raider, bro. He was not a Raider until they nixed that trade and sent them back. And when he stepped back into the facility, he was a Raider again. That was the next day, that Wednesday. Because they needed to have that deal closed by 4 o'clock Eastern time last Tuesday, a week from yesterday. So he was not a Raider for about 4 or 5 days, but he also wasn't a Raven either. He was in what they call the sunken place, okay? He was in the upside down. He was in the phantom zone, okay? That's where he was, in between teams. He wasn't a Raider and he wasn't a Raven. He was in between. He was in upside down, bro. He was definitely in that, dog, without question. Okay? All right? So, at the end of the day, bro, hey, man, don't ask for trades, bro. We can't protect you. Okay? But the Shield protected him. All right? The Shield protected him because the Shield made sure that deal didn't go through. But damn, dog, it took all of this for you to finally understand you were meant to be a Raider. You've always been meant to be a Raider. The problem is you allowed Brady and Spytek and what's his name? Alex Rodriguez, whatever his name is, the guy that the little guru dude, get to you, man. You can't let these dudes get to you like that, Maxx. These dudes, man, they coming in here, man. They're gonna try to stretch. They're gonna try to let the knucks hang. Okay? That's what they did. And he said in his podcast, he said, yeah, I had problems with some guys that I ain't gonna name. But guess what? We know who they're not. It can't be Pete Carroll. It wasn't Mark Davis. Mark Davis went to his house and tried to talk him out of it. Who was it? Anybody on his team? Oh, it was Brock. Brock did it. Oh, no, it was Ashton. Ashton did it. Okay. Oh, nah, man, it was Jack Besh. Jack Besh did it. No. You know it wasn't Rob Leonard. He's calling him Robbie. That's his boy. Wasn't Rob Leonard. Wasn't Patrick Graham. He's in Pittsburgh. Wasn't Chip Kelly. He's at Northwestern. Who was it? Guys he couldn't name because why? They're still there. Yeah, Alex Guerrero. I just remembered his name. I don't feel sorry for him. Don't ever do that shit again, dog. Stay your ass where you supposed to be. You wouldn't be in this position. Okay? Let's get these likes up. Likes ain't liking yet. All right? Now, also, there's been some additional things that's not on here that I want to tell you. Then I'm going to lead you guys' questions. A lot of players reached out to Maxx Crosby when this was going on. They texted him or they called him. One of them was Cam Hayward from the Pittsburgh Steelers, who we just signed his little brother, Connor Hayward. Cam Hayward said he texted Maxx to find out if he was okay. Okay? All right? And when he said that he talked to Maxx, Maxx said, F them guys, man. Go look it up. Cam Hayward got there. All these dudes got podcasts. He said, I talked to Maxx. I said, Maxx, what do you feel about it? He said, F them dudes. F the Ravens. Okay? But hey, dog, you was calling Flock Nation. I mean, come on, bruh. I mean, there's some things that needs to be explained still. Okay? How do you, like I said, man, some things got to still be explained to me, dog. That Flock Nation, and you said it twice, big dog, like, you know better, dog. Like, what's up? He didn't address it. Didn't address it, dog. He didn't address it. I'm just saying. That was suspect. I mean, you owe us an apology for that shit. I'm not gonna forget. I need to understand about that. A born-bred Oakland Raider. That's unacceptable. You're an Oakland Raider, big dog. Oakland last year there. In my shit. My stadium that I grew up in when I was a kid. Me. That needs to be explained and apologized for. But it wasn't. Because a lot of you guys will blindly love, hey man, I need an explanation for that shit. That's just me though. I'm hella happy he's back, but still. Okay? All right, man. You wrecked Unc's whip. Man, I love my 70 Chevelle, man. You wrecked my whip, dog. I need to know what happened. I know you crashed, man, but what was you doing, dog? Was you smoking some shit? Was you texting a female? What happened, dog? You gotta tell me, man. I'm happy you not hurt. I could get it, you know, car's insured, I'll get another one. I ain't tripping. I'm about to get something tighter anyway. But you gotta, what happened, bro? You don't get to say, no. What happened, dog? What happened? You wrecked my shit. What happened? Tell me what happened, nephew. I'm talking to you, man. You gotta explain that. Okay? But with that being said, bro, we might not ever get an explanation for it. Because if there's too many fans that don't care about an explanation. You're just happy he's back. I'm happy he's back too. But you still have to explain what happened, bro. Like, that was something that didn't need to be said. You didn't need to say that on the way out. You didn't need to say that on the way out. Okay? All right, man. I mean, just be honest. You didn't have to say that on the way out. You said it on the way out. Now you're back, and now you ain't saying nothing about it. Now you gotta say something. Another thing. The NFL Players Association isn't doing anything about it. Because I don't think Maxx wants anybody to do anything about it. I think he just wants this just to move on and do all this kind of stuff. But there was a lot of, even though it was very much on the line, the Ravens did a great balancing job of walking the line between tampering and legality. At the end of the day, man, learn the valuable lesson. Nothing is official until the ink dries, bro. They had wiggle room, and they finagled this entire situation, bro. They finagled it. They got Trey Hendrickson on the cheap. They got to keep their picks, and I don't think they're gonna have anything to do with it. But from now on, bro, when I hear a trade, man, I'm gonna have to see if I see somebody signed or not, dog. Okay, because this right here shows. And what made it bad wasn't the fact the trade was rescinded. That happens all the time. The Raiders have done it. Every team has traded a player, and then they didn't pass the physical, or we rescinded the trade for whatever reason. The problem is that you was double dipping. You had Maxx and you put him on. You brought him over and you just left him there while you was working with Trey, and then when you sent them home that next morning, you had Trey Hendrickson sign. That's a problem. You didn't even wait. You didn't even okay, let's give it a couple of days, put some distance on it, make it look like, okay, we started talking to Trey after the Maxx trade. That's what you should have did. What they should have did is let's just wait 48 hours before we announced Trey Hendrickson. Okay? But they couldn't do that because they were up against the deadline. All right? So they just left him on mothballs, just put him on ice, let him sit there, waste 2 days of his life, scare him half to death about his knee, didn't give him any reassurances at all. Got their players calling up, giving false information, and I believe that they were fed, whoever called Maxx and said, Maxx, we're working on it, whoever that was, I believe, my opinion, that he was fed false information by the Ravens to appease Maxx for right now. I don't think that player, whoever it was complicit in the bullshit. I think he was being used to call Maxx and tell Maxx is still going, but a couple of minutes later they came back and said, nah, it ain't it. And then his agent called and said, man, they're backing out. Because they had other people working the phones with CJ LeBoy, his agent, the Raiders, and all these other people. Okay? So at the end of the day, man, hey, man, don't be asking for trades, man, and then it don't go through. Man, you got to know what you're doing. You can't be asking for trades, man, and then they don't come, then you got to come home, dog. You should have thought that shit through, but guess what? He has a better appreciation for the Raiders now. He has a whole bigger respect now, because it doesn't matter who's running the team. It doesn't matter. That Shield chooses its own, and the Shield went and got his ass. Okay? The Shield went to Baltimore and brought our boy back. But let's not act like our boy didn't walk out the house. He walked out the house, bruh. Gave y'all a big-ass video. Some of y'all was crying. Oh, man, that's my tight end, man. Maxx. Y'all was crying and shit. Whimpering. Y'all was. I wasn't. Shield first, baby, with me. I tried to tell you, man, don't fall in love with players, bruh. Players will get you into trouble. It'll make you cry in the car like Red. Okay? All right? My grandmother gave me that chain. I'm going to tuck mine in. You tucking your chain didn't work with them guys, bro. I'm telling you. I'm married from the Wire, dog. I was married in that city. That city gangster. That city gangster shit. Okay, you better stay down in the inner harbor down there and get you some crab legs, bro. Better not go past MMT Stadium. Better not go past Oriole Park. Better not go nowhere to the Horseshoe Casino. You better keep your ass right around there. Because once you creep out where you can't see it, where it's in the distance, that's your ass out there. You understand? They don't play. And their football team don't play either. Maxx got played. The Raiders got played. Raider Nation got played. All of us got played. But the difference was, we're better off. We're better off. Also, Maxx, when I said, here's another one, put a 1 in the chat when I say this. Remember when I said, when we were signing all those players, yo, man, Maxx might have left too soon. Remember what I said, man? When we was picking up Quay Walker and we was picking up Kobe Dean and we was picking up Lindenbaum and all that. I was saying, man, I think Maxx might have left too soon. Remember? What did he say on the potty? He said, man, I opened up my phone. All I saw was the Raiders making moves. He said it was bothering the shit out of him, all those moves we were making. He said, I was trying to stay focused. I'm like, man, they're getting some dogs. Man, he started talking about the linebacking core is tight. He's like, oh my. I gotta stay focused, bro. I gotta stay. Yeah. Yeah. We killed free agency. Nobody did it like us. They're still in shock. All these cats came. Our defense is totally different. Completely different, bro. Completely. He's like, man, shit. He said it. You heard him when he said, man, every time I open up my phone, I'm seeing the Raiders making moves. I was like, yeah, Max, you left too soon, bro. Max was so mad he wasn't even trying to hear nobody. I know that Kubiak was trying to talk to him. I know that Mark Davis tried to talk to him. I know Spike and Brady was trying to talk to him. He wasn't trying to hear. He was so mad he wasn't trying to hear. But he saw those draft picks. We saw that picking up all those players. He saw that. He's like, Max was scratching his head. He's, damn. He said, I had to stop looking at my phone. The Raiders were making so many moves. Yeah, we turned the page. That's how you end a relationship. That's how you end a relationship that ain't working, bruh. That's how you do. That's how I always did it. I've never made a U-turn on an ex. You gon', okay? Maybe years later, if I see you out, I may tap just to remind you of your mistake, and then I'm never to be seen again. But that's years later. Okay? After you went on the other side and you found out the grass was full of dandelions and prairie dogs and your shit, while my shit is looking like an immaculate golfing green, then I might come over there just to let you get a taste, just to remind you of how you messed up. I might be gangster like that, but there is no get back. There is no We turned the page. He was traded. Okay? And then we started signing everybody under the sun. And you know what the beautiful part about that is? When we signed everybody, they knew Maxx wasn't a Raider. They knew Maxx wasn't a Raider when they signed with us. Maxx was gone, dog. He was already gone. So that's what's up, man. Don't ask for no trades and you don't want to be traded. You find out that you move out of your mansion and now you're living in a 1-bedroom apartment in the hood. Don't look at us, man. Sorry, big dog, but guess what? Now you know. Okay? Now you know. So let me read you guys' questions, man. Let's get these likes liking. Let's do what we do. But yeah, man, that's the whole story, man. How do you have him fly commercial only to fly him back private? Because you were stalling. You're probably looking at the only Raider content channel who has personal experiences like Maxx did on that trip to Baltimore. Las Vegas by air is only 42 minutes this way. When I fly to Vegas, wheels up LAX, wheels down McCarran, 42 to 44 minutes. So when I fly there, and I've done that, it was only a 40 minutes longer. But I've flown from the West Coast to Dulles International Airport and had to drive. Now, that wasn't the only time, okay, that I did that. That was that time when I went there and they had to, my in-laws had to come pick us up and all of that. After that, I made sure everything was cool, and we still would fly into Dulles because it'd be like about $400 cheaper. It would be about $400 cheaper for us to fly. I'm renting a car anyway, you know. I could use that $400 to upgrade to something fly. I'm driving around in a drop or whatever it is. When I was always renting something tight. Last time I was there, I rent a big-ass Suburban, a huge-ass Suburban. I had all the family in it. The last time I was there. Last time we went. Okay? Filmed a music video, did all that shit while I was back there. I was in Virginia. We filmed it. I got to write all that shit off. The whole trip. But I had a big ass Suburban. The whole family was in it. It fit like 10 people. Okay? So what am I saying? I've made that flight and that travel. That damn 2-hour ride is a hard 2-hour ride. It's not even that far, bro. It's like 45 miles. But it's inching, dog. It's inching. No carpool lanes for a long time. It's bad, bro. Okay? They're just like, yeah, man, we're going to have Maxx fly him the long way. But when he flew out, where did he fly from? He flew out from BWI on a PJ and flew back to Vegas. That's why he got back so quick. He said they flew out at like 6. He got back to Vegas at like 12. He said he got up at 4:45 and he was in the facility by 6. A lot faster when you don't have to go through security. When you're flying on a PJ, you drive right on the tarmac. They don't do none of that shit. You drive you in through the gate, you go through the PJ, you drive right up to the damn shit, you get out, people bring your shit in, you get on the boop, get in there, boop, you gone. There ain't no take your shoes off, your belt and all, watching all that stupid shit. But he had to do all of that shit to get there because they were stalling, bruh. Gangster, man. Gangster. Am I mad at the Ravens? Nah. I'm not mad at the Ravens, bro. Why would I be mad at the Ravens, dog? Ravens is doing what the Ravens do. That's what teams do. Teams ain't playing out here, bro. They'll use your player. They'll use your shit. They'll use anything they got to do. I wish the Raiders was gangster like that. We'd have more wins. They didn't win 3 games last year. So, yeah, we're going to use you, dog. We definitely going to use you for food. We definitely going to play you. We're going to play you like a piano, okay? Straight up, not a piano, a piano, okay? We're definitely using you. I am not mad at the Ravens, okay? Because that's what you get for playing around with people who ain't playing with you. Stop playing. Understand this is war out here. All of this stuff happened when we got Tyler Linderbaum. That's when they started playing dirty. They started dirty macking at that point. They dirty macked after that. They weren't dirty macking at first. But when they found out that we took their best center, and we definitely won it because we got Maxx back. He's motivated as shit. Okay? He's going to sack everybody. Our defense is totally revamped. We got a Super Bowl winning head coach. We got a Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator. We got the second best center in football. We got a running back. We got a brand new wide receiver. We got the best tight end in football. We're getting ready to draft Mendoza #1. It is about to be barbecue chicken. Come on, man. Rob Leonard, his best boy on the team is the DC. It is over, you guys. They are in trouble. They are really we about to cook their asses. We about to put them on the hibachi grill, bro. We about to put them cats on a hibachi. Tell you that shit right now. We're not playing. But Maxx, let this be a lesson to you, bro. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to, like TLC said. Don't go chasing waterfalls, okay? Keep your ass right here. Simple as that. All right, let me read you guys' comments and shit. Those of you guys that tip your bartender will get your comments read first. That's just how it works. Okay? All right, man. Read y'all first, man, because y'all taking care of your boy. All right, man. Straight up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yvonne Holland with the $9.99 dono. What's up, Yvonne? Hey, Matthew. We know how Edgar Allan Poe poop show and played out. Love you, Maxx. Yeah, man. Nevermore. The Raven. Man, I'm trying to tell you. Okay? I spent a lot of time in that city, bro. A lot. A lot. All right? Okay? My My greatest baseball player was born there. I'm a New York Yankee fan. Babe Ruth, born in Baltimore. I've been in front of his house, which is right down the street from the stadium. So, hey man, some people ain't playing. Star Spangled Banner was written in Baltimore. Don't play. You over there bullshit. Okay? Play around if you want to. You're going to find out. Okay? You're taking commercial over, but you're taking a PJ back. You're walking over, but you're limping back. Okay? That's how that works. All right? I'm trying to be honest with you. All right, man. Who else tipped your boy? Okay? Reese, what's up, Reese? Reese OG. They bought him on a commercial flight, but they sent him away on a jet so him and them Trey wouldn't run into each other. Boom, bro. Come on, Reese. Have you ever had one leaving the crib and one on the way? You're trying everything in your power to get them to go. It ain't even like, oh, let you out. No, I'm walking you to your car and shit. I'm trying to like, but I had such a great time. Yeah. Go down the stairs. Go. You feel like it seems like you're trying to rush me. No, I'm not trying to rush you. I just want to, it's kind of cold. I just make sure you good. She ain't even chirping her shit. You're like, let me see your keys. Chuckle. Give me a better one. You're like, shit. Here's me. Oh, you don't want to kiss me in public? Get out of here. Hey. You don't understand. You don't understand how many times I ever had this shit. Hope you didn't leave nothing, shit. Okay? Cut your cell phone off and shit. Does a power down. Pew! What happened? I tried to call you back last night. Okay? I left one of my bracelets there. I was like, ain't no bracelet here. I don't see no bracelet. All right. Okay, straight up. All right. You already know what it is, Reese. You know what that was, Reese. Come on, dog. Try to make sure they don't run into each other's shit. Okay. All right, man. I bet you Trey Hendrickson got a PJ to and from. All right. Straight up, man. Who else, man? Who else donated? Jonesy, what's up, Jonesy? Max went to the School of Hard Knocks. Lesson learned, I hope. Thankfully, he was shield protected. Yeah, the shield took over. I'm telling you, man, Maxx Crosby has a unique opportunity, man. And I'm going to do a live on it. Very unique opportunity to be an all-time great. And when I say an all-time great, I mean at the top. He has a chance. He wins one Super Bowl, bro. He's going to leap all the way to top 5 easily. You got to understand who's top 5 up there. He going to be up there, dog. When you talk about all top 5 Raiders, you got to put the Maverick up there. You got to put Madden up there. You got to put them up there. So Maxx has a chance to be up there. If we win a chip and he wins one as a Raider, after all the bullshit he's been through, man, he's going to be up there, bro. Without question. For real, bro. Okay? Let's just keep it a $150. All right, who else? All right, man. Jose Annalise, what's going on, man? You hit the mark. Players are always held accountable for their actions. The same should be applied to the franchises when they do wrong. The unfortunate part is, man, is that the owners look out for themselves and they make sure that they're protected. You don't hear no owners complaining about it because they're like, wow, man, that wasn't cool, but man, if I would have had to do it, I would have did it too. Okay, but James Harrison's like, yo, man, how come the NFL Players Association ain't jumping in on this? Okay, how come the union ain't coming to his rescue? Hey, man, this goes to show you, if it was a player doing something dirty, Everybody we talk about kick them out the league. Owners do something, it's just business. It was in good faith. We talked about good faith day before yesterday. All right. Okay. Anybody else, man? Who else? Who else took care of their boy? Anybody else on here? All right, man. Let me read the rest of you guys, bro. All right, man. The likes still ain't liking, man. Let's get these likes cracking. All right, man. Let me take these off, man. Let's get to business. Get down to business. All right. Okay, man. Winter Thomas, man, what's cracking? Hey, man, I'm chilling. Chilling, bro. Sipping on the scissor. Sipping on some scissor. Sipping on some scissor, dog. Okay. Flex Money in the house. John Bankhead. IZ. What's going on? Skillet and Cuts in here. What's up, Skillet? Skillet, you probably in the jungle, in the dungeon right now. Probably in the dungeon, man. Cutting right now. I already know what you're doing. All right, man. Salute to the UN, UF, and fellow Maz and the Goonie Goo Goos. Okay. Mario Ruiz, what's going on, big dog? Okay. Yeah, man. You know, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? You know right now. You know this is the Raider helmet, right? Yeah. It's a Raider helmet, dog, but I gotta wear an Ace Deuce. I mean, I'm from the Bay, bro. I can't be wearing my shit straight. Like, come on, dog. I'm from the Bay, dog. I gotta have some flavor with my shit. All right, man. Hey, what's going on? Quran in the house. Equan, Equizzle. What's going on, Jay Marion? What's popping, y'all? Ask me some good ass questions, man. It's the time. What's up? Any of you guys been missing any of your lives, man? You need to take your ass back. Go listen to the lives. All right? Because I talked about all this and I got it right. I told you something was fishy, bro. I told you that, you know, for the general manager not even to talk to Maxx was foul, bro. He should have stood up and stepped up like a man. Then he got in there and lied and said, "Oh my, it was all my intention to sign them both." You never told Maxx there in his face. You shipped them off. It's that simple. Go to MatthewShackUnfiltered.com. Pick up these Maxx Crosbys and all this. I'm telling you guys right now. I just approved some more of the brand new merch that's coming out. I'm telling you, man, y'all better get what y'all got to get because it might not be there really soon, bro. And I'm not putting it back up. I'm telling you. Raider Syndicate. Man, what you smoking on, man? On this, you smoking on a Cuban? Hey, man, I accept all Cubans, bro. I'll give you my P.O. box. Okay? When am I coming down to St. Bart's? Soon. Soon. I've heard so much about St. Bart's, bro. I heard so much about St. Bart's. Back in the days where I used to be one of my boys, he's Eddie Murphy's cousin. Okay? And I used to be over there at Eddie's house all the time with all of them celebrities. We'd be in there playing pool, and he got a bowling in his downstairs, and we watching movies and watching fights, and they were always talking about St. Bart's, and they went during Christmas. During Christmas, they go down to St. Bart's on Christmas. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do that one day. So I've heard all about it, man, from everybody. Everybody I've heard about going to St. Bart's during the holidays. That's when they go down there, man. Like the week of Christmas, they're down there. Okay, everybody's down there. All right, I'm gonna do it soon enough, big dog. I'll let you know, Raider Syndicate. I'll let you know. Okay. All right, man. Stephen Hinton, what's going on? Triple, what's going on? Triple, 530. All right, man. What's going on? Mo Ross, what's good? Okay. Real Raiders dedicated to the Unfiltered Nation. Unfiltered Nation is unfiltered nationing, man. That's what we're doing. We're doing exactly what we're supposed to do. The Shield's business. Okay. I'm very happy that the Shield took over. All right. But I still don't trust them two dudes that run football operations for the Raiders. Like Mark said, John Spytek and Tom Brady will be handling all football operations, including the search for a new coach and a quarterback. They run the Raiders. Okay? Telling you now, I don't trust it. So there is no ambiguity about who traded Maxx. There is no, yeah, well, Tom Brady didn't have anything to do with that shit. Yes, he did. Because Mark said he did. Maxx pushed that button, bro. I'm sorry, y'all, man. I know y'all wanted us to act like it didn't happen, man. But he pushed that button to get traded. He's like, man, I don't want to be here no more, man. I don't want to play for you guys no more. He made it clear. He didn't want to do it, bro, and we traded him. We gave him what he asked for. But he got over there and he got absolutely disrespected. Don't leave no more, Maxx. I mean, he said when he got back, everybody was treated him no different, bro. He said, man, he showed up, man. People was happy to see him and shit. Gave him his card key, his access back, locker back, all that shit. We're a great organization, man, when it comes to our people, bro. We take care of our people, man. We do. Unfortunately, we got two dudes that ain't Raiders. They're not Raiders, bro. And I think that's the way Mark wants it. Mark wants people who want to play for the Raiders, not because it's comfortable. We're not making it comfortable, comfy, cozy for no more for nobody. I think everybody has been woken up. There is nobody on this team that's untradeable. You guys really thought Maxx was untradeable. I heard all you. Oh, man, Maxx is a Raider for life. Man, we ain't doing that. Shit. Brady and Spytek said, hold my ginger beer. Hold that. They traded an untradeable asset that you swore wouldn't have got traded, and they did it. And the only reason why he's back is because the Ravens were dirty macking and playing and double dipping. That's why. That's the only reason why you got him back. So you don't get to say we won't trade nobody, because we did. Okay? As far as we were concerned, and traded them for less than what we wanted. We wanted 2 firsts and a notable pick. They didn't want to do it. So what did we do? We poached their center in free agency, so we still got the notable pick. You sent Maxx back. We're happy, and we got the guy you got. So now you're not. What are you going to draft at 15 or 14? You better draft the center. Better draft the center, homie. Okay, Bushido, what's going on? Bushido was happening. Chris Leonard. Hey, Shaq, man, do you think the Raiders would look Deebo Samuel's way as a veteran wide receiver present, or is it Naylor? Why get Deebo Samuel, man? Deebo Samuel's gonna cost some money. Right now, we don't have no money right now. Bringing Maxx back was a $30.5 million hit to our cap. We only got $30 million left. We got to sign all the rookies and Mendoza. Somebody's going to have to restructure. If we restructure our contract, Colton Miller, that'll save us $14 million. And if we restructure Maxx's deal, that'll save us $22. That would give us, an additional $34 million or so, $36 million plus the 30 we got. Then we're sitting back on 60. But right now, we only got about less than 30 million, and we gotta pay everybody with that. We gotta pay all the people we haven't drafted. And Mendoza. Guaranteed money. He's the first pick of the draft. We can't pay him on a payment plan. We gotta pay this dude. He has to get a big ass bonus. 15, 16 million guaranteed or some shit. He has to. That's half the money that we got left. Now leaves us 15 million to sign all these draft picks. Deebo Samuel's not coming over here on a NFL veterans minimum. He's not coming over here for that. He wants a bag. Brandon Ayuk, they're still trying to trade him. He's gonna want a bag. So that's the problem. We don't have no money right now because we haven't restructured contracts. They kind of left us in a bad way with what they did. Okay? All right, man. Gilbert Boxing, what's going on? Bill Holloway, what's up, Big Beezy? Hey, Big Beezy. Hey, man, I've been digging in the stash, bro. I mean, I had to smoke something, okay? I had to smoke something, big dog. I had to make it do what it do. All right, man. Had to make it do what it do, Blackman. Had to make it pop. All right, man. Big Daddy Murder, what's going on, man? Pootie, what's up, Pootie? Vontae 510, what's going on, man? Everything's good in the hood. Everything's good in the hood. Everything's good in the hood. Okay, you said bust out that good lighter. Hey man, I had to tell wife, hey man, where's that other little tiny little lighter? See, this is what she used to light candles with, dog. I was like, hey man, I ain't ready to bust out that big boy, that cigar killer, bro. I ain't ready to bust it. I'm fighting it, Bill. Bill, that lighter is so tight. I don't even want to mess with it, bro. I was like, man, I gotta say that, dog. Yeah, I gotta say that, dog. This ain't doing shit. This ain't doing nothing, dog. This light a candle. That's it, bro. Piece of it. And then this thing, come on, dog. The shit. I call him Geno Smith, bro. He's burnt. He's burnt out. He might be able to make a good pass every now and again. That's Geno. Geno ain't dead yet. Okay. All right, man. Blaze went for the nation. Blaze went for the condor. Hey, man, I'm blazing one for the condor, man. He said, hey, man, he says he be smoking on the cigars. He don't be doing nothing else. Okay? Living a clean life. Okay? But he made it clear, dog. He made it clear that he said that was the strangest thing that ever happened to him, but made him understand he's a Raider. He gets it now. We ain't gonna have no more problems no more. Think he understands it. Taught a lesson. Stick to the lakes and the rivers you used to, man. Just a sizzle. Let's go, man. Likes is doing all right. Likes is liking a little bit. All right, man. Because I saw it on YouTube, like I was very pleasantly happy with it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. That podcast, bro, I was pushing on my phone so I could do 2 times the speed, bro, when that other dude was talking. That dude talked too much. The other dude, not Maxx, the other dude, the guy, he talked too much. I'm like, ugh. He just kept talking. I'm like, dude, why are you stepping on Maxx? I'm not trying to listen to the dude. And then he's always selling something. Oh yeah, man, you know, you buy a pack of Bubblicious, you get another pack of Bubblicious free. Use our name. I mean, man, God, I was fast forwarding his ass, dog. He just kept jumping in. The other cat, because me and Whittington Thomas met both of them dudes. We met both of those guys at 8 Cigar Lounge at the Resort World. I had on the Maxx shirt, and we talked to him and all them cats. Okay, both of those 2 dudes. We talked to both of them. Maxx wasn't there, but we talked to them. Okay? With that being said, bro, the other dude, he wasn't talking much. It was the other dude, he was just I tried to get past. I mean, come on, dog. Like, dog, you ain't got to keep talking. Ask a question, stop talking. I wanted to hear Maxx, so I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. I was fast forward. We got the Maxx, take my thumb off. He got I'm keeping it a buck. I wasn't trying to hear all that. All right, it was late. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, nah, dog. All right, man. Okay. All right, man. You already know. Oh, Justice saw your throats kid. Hey, what you got? Mononucleosis? Justice saw. Hey, man, you gotta stop tongue kissing them girls like that, bro. You get that mononucleosis. You get shit. Okay. You might have to do a mouth check before you start tonguing these girls down and shit. Say ah. Lighter. Just shine a lighter there. You got mononucleosis, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. All right. Okay. Straight up. All right, man. Okay. All right, man. Yeah, okay. I got you. Listen to the condor. Yeah, see, he was doing his thing. Likes is liking a little bit. All right, man. Let's run him up. Then Maxx said he had to drive to Baltimore. Yeah, man. Yeah. I've made that drive a lot. We go to Washington D.C. D.C. is like a less than an hour drive away. Last time we was there, we went to went down there, went to the White House and shit. And it was cool because when we went by the White House, man, Air Force One flew in. It was perfect timing, bro. Air Force One flew in, man. Deep Teasy flew in. Okay, I'm telling you, deep. Right outside that gate, bro. Okay, but that airport is closer than DC is. But it's a lot of traffic. 2 hours on there, bro. They flew him into Dulles on purpose. Need more time. Had to commute. And you got to understand, Ravens Stadium is in the city of Baltimore City, but their practice facility is in Owings Mills, Maryland. It's a suburb of Baltimore. Okay? So it's kind of like, what can I say, Justin, you from the Bay? It's kind of like, all right, Oakland Coliseum is in Oakland, and the training facility is in Fremont. See what I'm saying, Justin? Okay? You got Hagenberger Road over there where the Oakland Coliseum is, and you got to go down to Maury down there to go to the training facility. Imagine the traffic and how long it takes for you to get from Oakland to Fremont. That is like that. So that is a haul of a drive, just inching. Okay. Plus, he said 3 hours difference, so you're jet lagged. You're 3 hours ahead. Man, they did a doozy on Maxx, bro. Red Tone, an organization that just gave up 2 first-round track players, should have sent a private jet to pick his ass up. Coaching and staff waiting him out front for his family. Yeah, man, should have. And players, Shady McCoy, somebody who I know absolutely hates on the Raiders every chance he gets. I did see that he said he texted Maxx because he said that's his dude, and he said, yeah, that was hella fishy because when I got traded to Buffalo, remember when Chip Kelly traded Shady McCoy, Jeremy Maclin to the Kansas City Chiefs, and he also traded Deshaun Jackson? He said when I got there, everybody was waiting for me when I got there. He said, as they should. He said, that's Maxx Crosby. They didn't even do that. He said, I flew on a PJ. I got the facility. Everybody was waiting for me there. When I showed up, man, I got out of the car, walked in. Owner was there. Coach was there. Offensive coordinator was there. Everybody was there, man. Players, cheerleaders and shit, waving pom-poms. Maxx got there, bro. It was like he was at a doctor's appointment. Okay? Like he went there to go pick up a submarine sandwich. Grab a number. We'll call you when you're ready. Oh, wow, I got number 98. And you hear him talking about number 14? 14. Your number's 98. They're on 14. Yeah, I think they're stalling, bro. I think they're stalling. You know what? I'm in a hurry. Can I get my money back? We don't give any refunds. Number 17? 17. 17. Like I said, your ass is 98. Yeah, you gonna be there for a while. 5 hours later. Number 96? 96. $96 is a big ass order too. 14 $5 footlongs. Pause. Number 97, number 97. Number 98, shit. It's like shit, about time. 98. We don't have any salami. Sorry, man, we don't have it, man. Sorry. No, we can do. No sandwich for you. 5 hours later, no sandwich for you. Well, can I order something else? You got to go back to the beginning of the line, man. We're closing in about 10 minutes. Sorry, sir. He didn't Maxx like that, bro. He showed up to the restaurant and didn't even have a reservation, okay? But he booked it. It's on his phone that he got sick. But when he got there was no reservation for Crosby. Telling you, man, gangster, bro. I ain't mad at them for that, man. Stop playing with trades, bro. Stop it. Stop playing with trades. All right, man. First red flag. Maxx got to read the tea leaves. I mean, he was already locked in, bro. Too late. How do you fly him domestic? Yeah, he said they fly first class, but it's a domestic flight. But then when they didn't have you, they flew you back. Like, okay, you know what, man? Due to the fact that you did come all the way out here and we played you like a piano, man. We played you like a saxophone. Why don't we just go ahead and book you a private back? Gangster, brother. Somebody got to learn. I ain't mad at it, dog. Dirty out here. Okay? It's dirty out here. Reese OG. Even with Randy Moss when we traded for our police escort from the airport to the Raiders facility. Yeah, man, because that's what you're supposed to do. But when they have no intentions on having you and they're using you to stall, and then they hit the Raiders back saying, hey, we'll do it, man. We need them cheaper. We're not doing that, bro. No, we ain't doing that. Just send them back. But you're not getting Linderbaum back though. That's what they were mad about. That Linderbaum. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, man. Beethoven organization give tapes up front and welcome his family. Yeah, they didn't do it. Okay. Egotizzi, what's going on? Leon said they couldn't fly to BWI. Okay. You're talking to somebody that does it all the time. Okay, you couldn't fly to BWI, but you could have flown chartered a private jet, a PJ, to fly into Dulles, and you didn't. You're not looking at somebody who ain't done it. I do it all the time. My wife's whole family's in Baltimore. Okay? You're looking at an expert. I've been doing this for almost 20 years. You still could have flown him private into Dulles. You flew him domestic first class. That's how it's bogus. Even if they couldn't fly him into BWI, they had him fly on a regular airline. Then they could have helicoptered him to the facility. Don't play. Don't try it, bruh. You're not looking at somebody who don't know what he's talking about. I know this one. Could have easily did it. They know the traffic because I know it. I don't live there, but I know the traffic's bad. I know it's 2 hours. I know that. Especially if you're flying on a weekday in the morning or the afternoon during rush hour traffic. So whether they could fly in the BWI or not, they could have flown him on a private and got him there quicker. He wouldn't have had to go through security. Security check, all that shit. He had to go through all that. Even if you got TSA pre-check, you still got to go inside the airport, stand and do all of that shit. Get your eyes scanned, do all of that. You still got to do all that bullshit. Go to the damn gate, sit there and wait. Board the plane that you board first. Then you got to wait for the whole plane to board. Then you got to wait for them to take off. Then you got to wait for them to say, yeah, man, here's how you put the seatbelts on, and then they drop in. Do all of that stupid shit. That takes hours. But if they would have been really trying to get Maxx Crosby, they would have flew him private. They would have flown him private to Dulles. The airport don't got nothing to do with why they flew him commercial, and then on the way back they flew him PJ. That proves that I know what I'm talking about. That's far, bruh. It's far as shit. Ain't no excuse for that. And there's another airport called Robert Kennedy International Airport, RFK. They could have flown him there. There's 3 airports in that area: BWI, Dulles, and RFK. I don't want to hear no excuses about no BWI, bro. They flew him commercial with his entire family, bruh. But flew him back private. That shows what their intent was. Stop it, man. Okay? Justin, say, Ravens were clearly capping to have him on the team from the get-go. Come on, I just explained it. I fly commercial to Baltimore. I fly commercial to Dulles. I know what to do. I've done it a lot. And I got the pre-check and all that shit. Still long. Just be honest with you. They had no intention. Look at how long it took. The difference between getting in the car, driving your car to the tarmac, to the plane, getting out. People loading, you get on the plane, you're out. To go into the airport, doing everything that we got to do to go to the airport. With a small child. With your wife, with all your shit, with your family, all that shit. You got to go through all of that. Then you got to wait. Then you got to sit on the tarmac. Then you got to go in the order for you to take off order and all that shit. How many of you guys have been on an airplane and you're on the tarmac for another 45 minutes because they can't let it out? It's too clogged up. When you're on the PJ, you got priority because you don't need that much runway. They could just sneak you in. They could just be like, okay, well, you know what? Let's just get him out of here because he don't need a mile and a half to get up to speed. You just... So all that excuse of they couldn't fly in the PWI, they didn't have no problem when they gave him a PJ because they were trying to get him out of there because they didn't want Trey Hendrickson and them to run into each other. They got back quick. He flew out of BWI. I guarantee you he didn't fly all the way back to Dulles. They flew him out of BWI on that PJ. Yeah, he couldn't fly in commercial. He couldn't fly in commercial to BWI, but he could have flown in. Man, y'all ain't trying. You're not trying, bro. You're not trying to understand. You would have flew in private. You could have landed it at BWI. But due to the fact he was on a big ass 747, 767 or some shit. Yeah. He did not say, Maxx did not say he flew out of DC. Tell me did he say that? No. Here's what he said. It's always somebody trying to protect somebody, but it's not going to work. Says right here, they flew me to DC because there wasn't many flights. Commercial. We flew first class. They flew me to DC because it was the only straight through. They were going to have him getting off planes and shit. He said, and we had to drive 2 hours from DC all the way to Baltimore after the 5-hour flight, bro. That shit was weak. Did he say anything about flying out of DC coming back? No, it says right here. See how y'all get cooked over here trying to make excuses? Says right here. On the bright side, Crosby said the Ravens did spring for a private jet for the journey back. Doesn't say anything about traveling another 2 hours back to the airport in DC. He flew out of BWI. Stop. You gotta be really, really on your shit over here. You gotta be on your shit, dog. Okay. All right, man. Yeah, that was disrespectful, Champion Chuck. Absolute embarrassment, Tundra. No red carpet laid out for the brother. Shady McCoy said, man, that's Maxx Crosby, bruh. You think that I'm gonna tell you this shit right now. Geno Smith and Dylan Parham flew on the damn PJ to New York. They didn't fly on no commercial flight. I guarantee you. Kyler Murray didn't fly on no damn commercial flight when he flew out there to Minnesota. They treated Maxx like he was a redheaded stepchild. He has red hair, but he ain't no stepchild. E-Trip, what's going on, E-Trip? E-Treasy, what's going on? E-Treasy in the building. What's up, E-Treasy? What's going on, pimpin'? Hey, man, E-Treasy, man. Your stuff is on the way, like I told you yesterday, man. I checked it, man. Your stuff should be there real soon, man. Maybe tomorrow. It might be there tomorrow, bro. I think it's coming in tomorrow for you. Okay? I need for you to post in the group chat when you get it. All right, Justice Saw. All right, man. Maxx said they were starving by the time they got there at 8:30 p.m. That's what happens when they feeding you peanuts and crackers on the plane. I mean, he's got his daughter there, bro. I mean, they definitely made that trip very uncomfortable. I mean, come on, bro. I'm Maxx Crosby. You treating me like that? Man, I mean, how do you say you don't care without saying it? Hey, dog, it is what it is, big dog. That's weak sauce right there. That's weak sauce. They did Maxx dirty, bro. Reese says, why no respect for Maxx? First class on Spirit Airlines. Show you how to... I mean, come on, dog. I don't know the airline, but it wasn't nothing impressive. It could have been United. It could have been Delta. It could have been American. It could have been Alaskan. I mean, it could have been Southwest. It wasn't no private. Maxx said that shit was weak. And they flew him into Dulles. But somebody, he couldn't fly in a PWI. No, not commercial. Not commercial, PJ all day. You want me to read it again? This is the kind of shit I live for, bro. Because somebody always capes for somebody else. They're really trying to protect the Ravens. Probably a Ravens fan on here that said that. They flew me into DC because there wasn't many flights. That says it right there. You're flying me commercial. You just traded 2 first-round draft picks, something you've never done in your history. And you're flying me commercial? We flew first class. They flew me into DC because it was only straight through. You couldn't even get him a straight through flight. You could have if you would have did what? PJ. They didn't give him one. Man, that's gangster, bro. They really did my boy wrong, man. You see my boy right here. They did him dirty, dog. They did my boy dirty, bro. They did my boy dirty, man. They did him dirty, dog. Dirty Mackin, man, all day. That's Bay Area all day. What's up, P? All right, man, Miss Patrice, man. I hope Max wears the Ravens out next season. Oh, man, I go to the Ravens and Raiders all the time, dog. I'll be there regardless. I'll be there. Last time we played in the Death Star, I was there with my wife and son. I'll be there. I may even have the family from Be More come out for that game, man, so we can all hang out. Get her side of the family all together. Might do that. But I always go to Ravens and Raiders. I go to Ravens games even for my wife when we went to Monday Night Football here in LA. Okay? Ravens versus the Rams. Okay? I was there. I'm always there, bro. Okay? It's part of who I'm married to. It's part of my family. My whole family. Ravens fans. That other side. Hey, man, I'm always going to go to Ravens games, dog. I mean, I've been to MMT. I've been to the stadium. Okay? My wife ain't even been to her own shit. I've been to her shit. So I go to Ravens games, dog. I don't have a problem with it. I just have a problem with you guys not understanding that your boy Max was not untradeable. I tried to tell you. Oh, no, man. Come on, Shaq, man. Okay, come on, Shaq. I tried to tell you guys, bro. I done seen the greatest of the greatest get traded or left or not re-signed. Tried to tell you guys. Now y'all woke up now. Stop being in denial. Okay? That flight out East Coast is bad enough. Long-ass flight. Didn't go through all that after. That drive is horrible. I'm telling you, dog, when we flew out there, man, and my reservation was not there, and they wouldn't give me a car, and I had to get on the phone, wake up my future mother-in-law at the time, and she had to get her sister, rest in peace, to drive out there together because they weren't driving from Baltimore to DC without somebody with them. Because it's Baltimore. You got to drive through Baltimore to get there. Like, drove there, picked us up, man. I was so embarrassed, bro, because it's like we got all our luggage in the car and I'm supposed to be handling it. That's not a good look, bro. It wasn't my fault, but it wasn't a good look. So what actually happened what actually happened? They kept asking me. I kept telling them. It was embarrassing. I was pissed. Okay? I got on that phone the next day. Man, I cussed everybody out. They said, Mr. Shaq, go back. We comping your whole car for your whole time. You right, you did have a reservation. They didn't know what they were doing, or they didn't look, or they didn't do this, so they could have did this procedure, and they didn't. There's a bunch of people there that was just bullshitting. They weren't even really working and shit. You know, when you show up to some place, man, and they ain't really working, they just in there listening to music, bullshitting, getting paid. They couldn't call the line because the line was hotline was done for the night and all that shit. They didn't do nothing. I went back. The real bosses was there. They said, Mr. Shaq, we highly apologize. You can have this car, this car, this car. Don't worry about no gas, insurance, all that. We got it. I said, yeah, I'm going to take that BMW right there, convertible, brand spanking new. He said, yeah, that's a good choice. We just got it yesterday. Got 25 miles on it. It won't have 25 miles when I bring it back. So when I pulled up, they were like, oh, family's like, okay. I'm like, yeah. But it was embarrassing, though. So I know how it feels to be there and something didn't go right. Okay? But it got handled, though. But they played Maxx on. They played them, dog. All right, man. Played the shit out of them. They were already engaged with Trey Hendrickson. Pam said 5 hours. That's some effery. To sit there, we've all been to the first day of work. Well, shit, I can't say all of us. I mean, okay, we've been fine. We've all been waiting for work. Some of y'all been waiting for your arraignment. How about that? Okay, either waiting for your arraignment or both. Okay, and you're sitting there and you're ready to start working. You bright eyes, but you tell you show up to where they just have you sitting in the lobby for 5 hours. Don't even offer you a cup of coffee and shit. They don't even tell you where the vending machines are at. Oh, you know what, Mr. Shack, is going to be some time. You know, we got some vending machines if you like to use the bathroom. They didn't tell Max that nothing. Max is sitting there, hungry as shit. Didn't even offer him a fried bologna sandwich with extra Miracle Whip. Didn't even give him that. Didn't even give him some Ritz crackers with some peanut butter on that shit. By the time him and the wife and everybody got back, he was starving. They didn't feed his ass nothing. Then he said he went to go do the MRI, and that took a long ass time. Yeah. Hell yeah. They was just like this. They were like this on the MRI. Had the MRI gun like this. They were doing it individually and shit. Stan? I don't. How does this work? Oh. Oh, it's kind of blurry. It's kind of blurry. Let's do it again. Don't move, Max. Using a Polaroid camera and shit on a nigga. Had one of them janky ass cords hooked it up to the computer and shit. Where's Charlie? Oh, he went to lunch. Okay, we'll wait for Charlie to get back. I mean, come on. Playing with that man. Hot Boy says, here we all good. Looking back, he needs to be. Yeah, he's back where he needs to be, but he shouldn't have took all of that. It's like telling one of your brothers or sisters about something that's janky and they don't believe you, and then they have to go through the whole shit, and then they come back and they come back and tell you, try to tell you, Craig, stupid fool. Try to tell you that's a bad. Man, I spent, man. You didn't want to listen to me because it was me. You didn't want to hear from me. Tried to tell you, bro. It was a bad idea. Man, no, man, shoot, my clutch burnt out, man. I got to go get it fixed again. Try to tell you, man. Don't let Clancy fix your shit, man. Clancy don't know what the hell he doing, bro. Try to tell you. But nope. Clancy said he could do it this time. He said he works on Volkswagen Rabbits all the time. Okay. Yeah, oh yeah. I said, yeah, my grandfather had a Volkswagen Rabbit. I bet I could throw it in quick. Hey man, bring me a 6-pack of beer. Hey, Bill. When they tell you they can fix your shit, change your calipers for a 6-pack, bad idea. Bad idea. What do you think they doing while they fixing your calipers? Tightening your shit up by hand. Tightening your shit up by hand until you have to stop. And you don't. Okay. All right, man. Lieutenant says, don't say it was Frontier. Hey, dog, it might have been Allegiant. Shit, I don't know. Come on, bro. Max said it was, he said it was weak. He said that shit was weak. I'm Max Crosby, man. What do you mean? Man, damn. Y'all try to treat him like he was Cleveland Farrell or some shit. Cleveland Farrell's getting flown on the damn PJ. How you let Cleveland Farrell fly on the PJ and your ass is on a Spirit Airlines and shit, bro? Come on. That's what he get. All right, man. Salute to the UNUF. You already know what it is. Zero respect to a touchdown player. Everybody said it. Cam Hayward said it was bullshit. Shady McCoy said it was bullshit. A couple of other people said it was bullshit. Other players said it was bullshit. Come on, bro. That's a top 10 player, bro. Maxx Crosby's a top 10 player in the National Football League. Okay? Come on, man. As much as everybody wanted him, dog, it's a top 10 player. You think Jerry Jones would have did that shit? Nah, but Jerry Jones was foul with it too because he sent his doctor over there to look at him for free. He sent Dr. Cooper over there to go look at him, dog, so they could figure out how they didn't have to do it. He says, we're out. How were you out when you didn't look at him? Oh, you did look at him. Like I said, man, these owners are all in cahoots, bro. You can't trust them. Yvonne Holland with the $9.99 dono. Thank you. Okay, the likes are doing a little bit better. Okay. All right, man. Straight up. Okay, man. Over here rolling Raiderettes and all that. I mean, everything. Come on, they would have been like, Maxx, he's the best. Maxx. They would have been doing all that shit. Maxx walked in, bro, like, you ever walk into a shopping mall, man, when it first opened, bro? Maxx walked into that shit's like that. Maxx expecting the band to start playing. Maxx walked in. Janitors. Are you guys open? Oh yeah, we're open. You can come in. When you walk in the mall and they ain't even lifted up the gates on the store yet, that's when Maxx walking into the Ravens facility was like that. 5 hours. 5, dog. Ain't no excuse. All right. No excuse, you guys. All right, man. Okay. All right. That's just crazy, bro. All right, man. Straight up. All right. Man, I said, man, I ain't mad at it. It's what it is. Okay. All right, man. Flying on Southwest, man. It wouldn't took that long. All right, man. Yeah, I got you dying. I was telling the truth. Okay, straight up. Another player to piss on a Raider. Who didn't like us, they didn't like us. Well, the thing is one thing for them not to like you. It's another thing for you to know that they don't like you. I mean, shit. You ever been in a situation where you're dating somebody and the person you're dating's friends and family don't like you? You're supposed to know that shit. You're supposed to know when you go to the birthday party, they mad that you there. Ain't nobody speaking to you for a reason. You're supposed to know that shit. Okay? I always knew who didn't like me because I made that, hey man, which one is hating on me? Who of your people ain't liking what we got going on? I needed to know that shit. All right. I'm gonna let my wife put that shit back. I'm about to break this damn thing. Okay, but we got one light. You might get one light tonight. All right, man. Yes. Maxx is home. He is home. Thank God. All right. All right, man. Yeah, man. Said you flown into Dulles before, went into Thomas. Why not fly into a centrally located airport like DWI? Well, he just said it. You got to listen to the answer. I mean, deduction skills are overrated. A lot of you guys really need somebody to spell it out, like phonetically. Y'all really need somebody to sound shit out. You can't understand what's being said without it being said. Quote, they flew me into D.C. There's only 2 airports. Because there wasn't many flights. That shows that it was commercial. We flew first class. Do you fly first class on a private jet? These people don't listen. They flew me to D.C. because it was the only straight through. Do you have layovers in a Learjet? He's telling you everything I'm telling you. Okay? And then we had to drive 2 hours from D.C. all the way to Baltimore after a 5-hour flight. I've done it. But I did it because of the financial aspect of it at the time. Even now, man, If the ticket is cheap enough, now I got 3 people. If I fly back and it's $600 or $800 cheaper for me to fly into Dulles, I'll fly into Dulles. But the difference is I'm not going to fly into Dulles when I have to fight traffic. I'll fly into Dulles and get there after rush hour and save me $800 because I got 3 people now. Before it was 2. That extra $400 or $500 was paying for the rental car. See, like, just what it was. But when they pulled that shit, that's when I made sure after that wasn't never going to happen again. Okay, I made sure because I had another rental car company, Enterprise or whatever else I had already on standby. I was like, like I'm not taking a chance. All right, so. But when you're the Baltimore Ravens, why are you flying this man commercial? Why do you have him flying to a airport that's 50 miles away and that's 2 hours of commute? Because you're stalling, bro. And then you flew him back the way you should have flew him in. Because you're trying to get his ass out of town quick. But like I said, some of y'all, the elevators don't go all the way to the top. Okay? All right. P-Dog said, went to almost every game in LA, but I'm going to meet more Oakland t-shirts. That's what it is. Come on, dog. I got plenty of shit. Charles Woodson's all up on MatthewShackComputer.com. He's an Oakland Raider, not any other one. Plenty of them up there. You ain't got no excuse. You an LA Raider fan? We got Howie Long. We got everything, man. Y'all just over here, I don't know what y'all got going on, bro. I don't get it. Okay? All right, man. Yeah, it was good. And Maxx saw all the moves we made. He's like, man, every time I opened up my phone, the Raiders were killing it. He was like, man, I just had to close my phone. He's like, damn, he said, man, the linebackers are dogs. He said, everybody's a dog. He's like, man, Naylor, everybody's a dog. Yeah, Maxx was like, I told you. I said, Maxx might have left too soon. Maxx might have left too soon. He might have left too soon, bro. Okay, he might have left too soon. And guess what? He knew it. All right. Okay. All right, man. All right, man. Jay Torres, what's going on? All right, man. Maxx needed to go through that. Yes, he did. And he did. I thought it was Dr. Joe Burrow. They played Maxx. Dirty Mac. Come on, man. I taught y'all the Dirty Mac. Now y'all saying it. I mean, what's the use of watching me if you ain't going to learn that? Every time you come here, you learn some new shit. Okay? You ain't from the Bay Area and you throw that Dirty Mac on somebody, ain't gonna know what the fuck that is. They're not gonna have no idea. They're not gonna know, bro. Huh? What? You be like, yeah. Next thing you know, everybody in your city saying it. Okay, trying to tell you, man. I let y'all know what it is, man. I told you guys, that is how it's done at home. They will straight sabotage, and you have no idea why your girl is not talking to you. You don't know who said what, where it was said at, how did they... You better already be expecting it. I always expected it. I always knew, because the girl I was with was desirable. I wasn't with no undesirable females. I knew somebody wanted that slot, and I was ready for them, no matter whether it was true or not. Just because you're dirty macking don't mean it ain't true. Just because you got dirty mac don't mean that the information ain't accurate. A lot of times it's deadly accurate. Down to the names, and even cases where they'll give your girl the other girl's number or info, and they start talking. Like, this shit goes far. Just because you got dirty mac don't mean that the information is incorrect. But you got to know how to circumvent that. Even if it's true. Who said it? You got to know how to discredit somebody where there won't even be an investigation. You ain't even going to find out, because their credibility is going to be so shot. You're going to be like, I don't even want to even get into it. Because you're going to have to get into another bag of worms to get out of that bag of worms to get into mine. It's too late by then. Okay. When Thomas said, and even worse, they kept saying that he'll be a Raven after the doctor said the knee was jacked. Yeah, but they actually had one of their own call him. I'm willing to believe is LJ. They even had him call. Okay. And say, no, we're working it out. Only for 5 minutes later to say, no, it isn't. When his agent, when CJ LeBoy called him up and said they backing out, it was official. It was official, bro. Max's agent called him and said it's a wrap. What did he say? He said, went back to the hotel, told Rachel. He said, he told Rach, let's get out of here. They said they just scarfed down some food and got back on the damn plane. Oh, we're going to take you back the right way this time, Maxx. I got the lights on for y'all, man, but this light's a little bright, man, because the shield ain't on it, but shit. Better than being in the dark. Let my wife fix this shit. Okay. Yeah. Straight up. Okay. Yeah, very unprofessional. Max's ego was hurt. Yeah, I mean, it should have been. And he got scared to death when they told him, we don't like your knee. You done got scoped and looked at and prodded and everything else by 6 different doctors. One of them is a guy you know who's a great surgeon. And he tell you your knee. He said, man, doctor had to walk him off the Dr. El Atrache. Dr. Neil L. Atrache had to walk him off the ledge. Maxx was about to climb out of the damn ledge. Oh, and the story where he said that somebody got unalived in front of his hotel when he was there the last time. I know exactly where he was. He was in the Inner Harbor, probably at the Hilton or Marriott. Yeah, somebody was out there. Somebody was laid out. I was like, yeah, it happens down there too. Ain't no different in Oakland. Maxx wasn't scared. Like, oh, Maxx must have been free. Man, Maxx was in Oakland, bruh. Baltimore ain't nothing but Oakland, man. But it's on the East Coast. Same shit. Okay. Yeah, that Flock Nation, man, that hasn't been explained, you guys. They destroyed his value. It goes around, comes around. Yeah, Ravens guys are going to pay. Well, man, like I said before, I ain't mad at it, man. I mean, that's what it took. What am I going to be mad for? I said it was a bad idea in the first place to be asking for trades. Name a Raider who's been traded in recent memory that went to a good place. Nobody. Name them. You can't name nobody. A real Raider who got traded to a good place. We traded Darren Waller. Where did he go? To the Giants. You can't say Josh Jacobs because Josh Jacobs was a free agent. He went to the Packers. You can't say Derek Carr. Derek Carr was released. He went to the Saints. Tell me a player who got traded to a good team and it worked out for him. Okay, Jacorian Bennett got traded to the Eagles. What happened? He got hurt first game. We got Thomas Booker, the 4th, who we just re-signed. There is no leaving and going. Nobody leaves and goes nowhere good, bro. Randy Moss did it, but did he win? No. That was Al. You can't name a Raider player who got traded to a better location and had a better career and had a better season. Everybody who had decent seasons were free agents. What if Geno goes to the Jets and he wins the MVP of the league? That'll be funny. When I tried to tell you guys Geno wasn't as bad as he was looking. He was looking even worse on purpose. Okay. All right, man. Egalitarian. Okay. Yeah, the Ravens need a center. DaCosta was talking to Hendrickson. Yeah, he was. All those hours that it took. Having them sit there for 5 hours, bro? Why? Trying to close that deal. That's crazy, man. Sitting in the lobby for 5 hours. Justice said, how come you couldn't get a jet in the first place? You could get a jet in the first place. But a jet gets there quick. You slowing the process down, bro. You slowing it down. That's what it is. Trying to make it last, bro. Make this trip go as long as you can. They made sure they did not get him there more quickly. You said you saw when he was on the PJ. He took pictures on the way back. Where was his knee at? His leg was up on another seat. In first class, tell me where you sit like that in first class where your knee is up. You're not. Your knee is bent. Maybe it was swollen by the time he got there. Maybe it's flared up. We don't know. All I know is they flew him back when it was time. That's not something that you pay. You charter those. You have a charter where you... Come on, man. This is a professional football team in the NFL. This ain't XFL or some shit. You have arrangements with airlines. You have arrangements. You have arrangements with private. Steve Buscemi has a private jet. Perfect example. Remember when earlier Steve Buscemi was talking to Lamar Jackson when they were looking for coaches after they got fired John Harbaugh and they were looking for coaches, and Steve Buscemi was telling that Lamar called and he said he wanted to be a part of the process, and he said, yeah, man, he's down in Pompano Beach down there in Miami suburbs, and he's down there. He said, yo, man, get your ass up here if you want to come, or you could just take one of my jets and fly up. One of my jets. Stop it. He was going to fly Lamar up just to come up, just to sit in. But he couldn't fly Maxx Crosby out. He put him on a commercial jet and then flew him about 50 miles away so he could commute. But y'all got excuses, though. Filthy work, Patrice. Filthy work. Okay. Winter Thomas says, Max said when he found out about being traded and being denied, he was within minutes on leave. Can't make it up. Yeah, man. Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport and them cats knew before he knew. He said when he was on his way to go hook up with Dana White and them, he couldn't even get out of the driveway because Dana White was calling like, hey, what's going on? Dana White knew. Man, these players be the last to know, bro. Can't make it up. Yeah, I called it again, man. That's what I do over here. Okay. All right, man. Stall tactics, Jonesy. Right again. I tried to tell you. I mean, this is common sense, bro. I mean, you gotta remember, man, there's still, no matter how rich somebody is, no matter how famous somebody is, no matter how well off they are, they're humans, bro, and they're gonna operate in human fashion when it comes down to it. No human likes to be squeezed like that. The Ravens were trying to squeeze blood from a turnip, and they were able to get a dropout. They figured it out, bro. I don't know how they got a blood dropout, but that's all they needed. And they got it out. They squeezed blood out of a whole rock. They figured it out. They reverse engineered this entire process. Okay? Armando Pepless, what's going on, AP? Raiders are going to smash the Ravens next season. I can't wait. I mean, well, to be honest with you, man, that's what we've been doing. That's what we've been doing. We've been beating the Ravens the last few games. I think we've won 4 out of the last 6 games against the Ravens. Lifetime, we're 5-8. I mean, 8-5 against 5. They beat us 8 times. We beat them 5 in our lifetime. But out of the last 6 games, we beat them 4 out of 6. Me and my wife have seen the Ravens and the Raiders play live twice. We saw them in Oakland, and we saw them in the Death Star first game there. My wife has never seen the Raiders lose to the Ravens, ever. She always loses when she's with me at that game. When we at that game, the Ravens lose. Gardner Minshew beat the Ravens 2 years ago in Baltimore. He did. Nobody was hurt. Lamar wasn't hurt. It was the first game of the season, remember? Lamar was there. Everybody was there. You know, Derek Thomas, Derek Henry, all them. Everybody was there. Still lost. Gardner's shit show beat them. Ain't nothing to talk about. I'm going anyway. A lot of y'all gonna want to go now, but I was gonna go. I go anyway. Okay. All right, man. Okay, man. Likes to go looking up, man. Likes to doing a lot better. Make millions. Joshua said make millions to play a game and still be crybabies. Well, man, it's not even a matter of the money. You got billionaires that are crybabies. Don't act like you didn't see Elon Musk on TV acting like a straight punk. He got billions. What's money got to do with anything? Money just makes you more what you already are, bro. However you are, you get enough money, you're going to be more. You're going to be more of what you are. If you're a caring person, you'll be more of a caring person. If you're a POS, you're going to be more of a POS. If you're an asshole, you're going to be more of an asshole. Money just enhances you. It just makes you more of what you already are. So it ain't a matter if they were crying before. Money don't have nothing to do with that. It don't. I've been around a lot of people who got millions. I mean, a lot of money. Household name people. Stars on the Walk of Fame and shit. And I'm like, they're petty. I'm like, damn, you that petty, bro? Over stuff like a female, bro. You be surprised, dog. You be surprised. The stuff that I learned being around famous people like that in the inner sanctum, like you're hanging out. It's not like when you're doing it and you see the pettiness between this dude who's a household name and this dude, and they arguing over a girl from like 4 years ago. Like, yo, man, I was talking to her first. You knew I was talking to her. Nah, man, she was talking to me first, man. I'm looking at these fools. I'm like, you just had $100 million movie, and your ass is one of the funniest people ever lived. Y'all arguing over some old work. Sound like my boys when we out. I'm like, man, these dudes is really, really heated. Could have anybody they want. Garage just full of cars, just houses 50 million. They arguing over some girls that work at the damn slushy place in the damn mall. They arguing. I'm like, wow, you would never know, and you would never believe it if you heard it. But due to the fact that I was sitting right there, I had no choice. I'm just like, man, y'all really. Damn. Oh, it's just the principle, man. We supposed to be boys. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yo girl, right? Let me stop. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's a dog-eat-dog world. Max saying Flock Nation was a bad look. Yeah, it was. Said it twice, though. He didn't say it once. Even show a clip of him coming out of Ravens hoodie on, getting greeted by nobody. I didn't see that. I ain't gonna lie, P. I mean, P, you down to the essence. I didn't see that, and I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that man in that shit. I don't. I did not see it. I did not go that deep with it. I'm telling you, once he was gone, I was past it. Once he was out the door, I was good. I was like I said, I'm falling in love with players, bro. The shield is all I care about. You with the shield, you with the shield. You ain't, you ain't. He's back with us. Good. And you know, I got something to commemorate it too. Just get ready. Get ready, man. All right, man. Yeah, Justice I said, Shaq, like you said, the shield had to humble Mad Max and protects his own. Well, man, the shield really didn't have nothing to do with it. Ravens flock had something to do with it. And like I always tell you guys, as much as you love your team, they love their team. And you don't know how they operate until you go to their shit. Okay? As far as we're concerned, there's only one nation, Raider Nation. But when I went to the Ravens game, Ravens versus the Chargers, with my boy GB DePrez, season ticket holder from Baltimore. You guys know my boy live over there in San Antonio, big ass mansion and shit. They were saving over the announcements. Ravens Nation. They were saying Flock Nation. They call themselves that. But you're not there to stop them. And I was. And guess what I was saying? Nothing. You think I was in their shit? I had on my Marcus Allen jersey. I had on my Raider hat. Nobody said nothing to me, no problems. But when they started talking about Ravens Nation and Flock Nation and all of that shit, and they had the Omar whistle blowing in the background from the wire, do you think I said anything? I said nothing. Not my house. Not my house. Not my city. Not my stadium. I'm just there so I don't get fined. Hey, say whatever, dog. No one asked my permission. Nobody tapped me on the shoulder and say, yo, dog, is it cool for us to call ourselves Flock Nation? Is it? They never asked me shit. And guess what? I just sat there and ate my nachos and enjoyed seeing Lamar and them beat the brakes off of Justin Herbert and those guys. That's all. But I'm just letting you know. Steelers say Steeler Nation. Sarah Case got to tell you they say that too. So y'all want to walk around here and y'all want to fight about Raider Nation, you better stay in your own shit. Don't go nowhere else telling them there's only one nation, Raider Nation, and you got to walk back to the hotel in their city. You might not walk back. Okay? Just be honest. You can say it and talk crazy because you're safe. Put yourself in enemy territory and let's see how much you spit then. I don't think you would be, because I know I didn't say shit. I was just like in my head like, man, it's only one nation. But I didn't say it out loud. I didn't say it out loud. Purple and black all over the place. Okay? All right, man. Skip over some of you guys. Read somebody else. Okay? All right, man. Okay, man. Justice Side, you got a cheap-ass phone, Justice Side. Get off that Getro PCS line. Y'all always talking about I'm freezing up. Could you ever have thought it? Maybe it's your connection? Maybe it's you. It's always Shaq. You're freezing up. No. You guys are on those Obama phones. Remember the Obama phone that they had? Okay, that used to be out. Y'all was on the Obama phone, right? That's what y'all still on the Obama phone. Stop saying that my shit is freezing up when it ain't. All right, man. Okay, straight up. Doom Buggy, what's up, Doom? Ain't seen you in a minute. All right, man. Okay, I'm gonna skip over some of y'all. All right, man, because a lot of y'all I've been reading over and over. I got me some new people. Doom Buggy said other people got in Max's ear about the Raiders. Facts. Facts. That be the worst mistakes you make is let somebody else convince you of some shit. I always tell you, man, you know who will get you in the most trouble? Men, your homies, your boys. Ladies, your homies, your girls. They will get you in more shit than anybody. Okay? They will give you some badass advice about some shit and then turn around and not do it themselves. They'll do that shit all the time. They'll mess you up. Okay? I love my boys, man, but I definitely told my wife, when I said I'm getting married, oh man, that's a big. Hey man, I don't know if that's a good idea, dog. Man, you may not want to just keep it like you kept it, bro. Hey man, blah, 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 blah. And you know what I said? I looked at the person telling me, I said, man, you been married 3 times, bro. You got 3 baby mamas. I definitely ain't listening to you. I didn't follow in your footsteps when you told me 3 girls ago I should have just got her pregnant and stayed with her. I don't listen to y'all. You are in no position to tell me what to do When you have been unsuccessful in every relationship you've been, he start laughing. Oh man, I'm just trying to tell you, man. No, 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 no. You've been married multiple times. I've never been married. You got multiple baby mamas. I have none. Why am I listening to you? I'm not. I need to listen to somebody who's been in a marriage, who's been successful at it, like my dad, who's married to my mom. Okay, I need to listen to people like that, not listen to you. But you guys will listen to your friends. Oh well, he's not. Girl, he ain't that good for you. You can do better. No, you can't. No, you can't. Because look at who's talking. She don't have a man to save her life. I mean, Valentine's Day came, Valentine's Day, and it was Galentine's Day. All the single girls, Galentine's. It's like we taking ourselves out the Ruth Chris and that shit. Calling one of their exes to come over so he could clap for the night. Stop listening to your friends, bro. If they ain't doing better than you, do not listen to them. Oh, I don't think that's a good idea, Shaq. Oh, man, going over to YouTube, bro. I mean, you're good over here on Facebook, but there's a lot of competition over there, dog. I don't think you're going to do good. I am the guy who listens to nobody, bro. I do what I want. I don't listen. I do what I want. I'm going to go to YouTube. Now that we're sitting on 15,000 subscribers, I don't hear anything. I thought it was a bad idea. Not even a congratulations, my nigga. I see you, my dog. Nothing. I listen to nobody. I'm my own man. I'm going to succeed on my own. I'm going to fail on my own. They might give you a little attaboy on an anniversary. Hey, man, yeah, man, you guys is doing it, man. Yeah, man, I must admit, dog, you married a good one, dog. Didn't you have 2 more babies since I've been doing? Did you have 2 more babies since I've been married? Oh, man, you trying to clown. No, I ain't. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to let you know you're not a good judge of character. You're not good with condoms. You don't believe none of that. It is straight skin I'm in on everybody. And then you just blow the club up. And then 9 months later, you're in court. Like, you're my dog, man. Let's watch the game, dog. Don't ask me about shit. Okay, stop it. All right. So, yeah, man, Maxx had to learn the hard way. Stop with the trade shit. Keep your ass in Vegas. Stop trying to be something else. Carrie, what's going on, Carrie? Okay. All right, man. Jose, man, thank you for the $4.99 donut. Thank you. All right, man. Okay, Maurice said Maxx made a decision. Yes, he did. Found out he was suckered and has been abused his star power value with false info to get the actual player they wanted and backed out like a coward. They got away with it, though. One thing about watching a Scooby-Doo cartoon, at the end they gonna catch his ass. He ain't the ghost ain't real, and he's gonna say, and I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. You know that. But in this case, he got away. You've never seen them get into that mystery machine after and not solve a case. Even Fred, Velma, Daphne, Shaggy, and Scooby, and damn Scrappy Doo couldn't have solved this caper. They wouldn't have been solving shit. All right, straight up. Jose, what's going on, Jose? All right, man. Raiders for life, South Central LA. Always, bro. Salute, bro. Salute to South Central. Y'all got my favorite football team down there in South Central, the University of Southern California. Fight on, baby. Okay. Salute South Central. All right, man. Hey, Miss Patrice, when the trade got announced, Dana White was the first person to call him. Yeah, man. Max said he was stuck in it. He was stuck because it's one of those. How can I say it? Oh, shit. This never happened to me, but I've seen it in real time. Getting ready to go out, turn up. Where we going, man? We about to go to Oakland. I'll get ready to get in the car with a boy, but the little phone ring. Man, look who calling, bro. Yeah, hello? Yeah, what? What's up? Huh? What you mean you pregnant? What you mean? Just silence. I'm just like this. Hold on, Shaq. Let me get out the car, bro. He get out the car. I'm sitting in the car. I'm still in the car. Hour later, I'm like, man, let me go home. I just get out and go home. He on the phone all night trying to figure out how he getting out of it. Ain't no getting out of it. I just get in the car, man. Get in the car and go myself, bro. I didn't even tell him. He didn't show up to the club. You found out that baby coming from somebody he didn't want to hear from. Like I said, bro, Max was stuck in the damn, like he said, he was stuck in the car. He finally wasn't a Raider no more, and he didn't like how that felt. He said, I didn't know how to feel. Yeah, man, but you asked for it. And them non-Raiders took care of that shit. Them non-Raiders made sure you wasn't going to be here. Okay? All right, man. Okay? All right. Said I cried. Man, come on, bro. That just goes to show you're a tourist. You're an absolute tourist. The moment I found out is on tape on this channel. You see how these guys come in here, man, just because they were boo-hooing and crying? Max, man, that's my defensive end, man. That's my defensive end. All you got to do is go to the Geno Smith trade live and go to an hour and 5 minutes in exactly and see exactly when I found out on this feed that Max was traded. And you will see me laughing. Put a 1 in the chat when y'all was here when I heard Max and I started laughing, busting up. Laughing when I told you he was getting traded and y'all said he wasn't. So like I said, these guys could try to make up that I cried or whatever when it's all here. You cried like a straight punk. Okay? I didn't. I laughed. Plenty of witnesses here when I found out. I said, what? I started crying laughing. Told you. Y'all fall in love with players and you're going to always be crying. But nah, it wasn't me. Okay, sorry. Got to try better than that. All right, man. Them shibby doobies don't be playing too, eh, man? And like we always say, man, okay? The players change, but the game stays the same. Like, the game is the same game that your granddaddy was running. Same game your pops was running. Same game your uncle and them was running. Same game, dog. It's the players, different players. Okay? Gotta know. Don't get caught slipping, man. Don't get caught lacking. Max got caught lacking. It happens to the best of us, dog. It won't happen again, though. He learned. Okay? All right, man. Straight up, man. All those 1-1-1s. Okay, you already know Rosetown. What's up, Rosetown? Okay? All right, Max wanted to be traded. Yeah, man. He definitely got what he asked for. Okay? Oh, I definitely know he's going to play like a wild man. Trey Horton. What's going on, Trey? Raider Trey in the building. What's going on, Trizzle? Shaq Nation, what's good? Yeah, man, there's a Shaq Nation. There's a Shaq Nation. There's an unfiltered nation. But if you think there ain't a Flock Nation, you mistaken. Now, you go over there and tell them. You go there, you fly out there and you tell them. Don't tell me. Go out there. I've seen them. You don't want to see them. Okay? You don't. All right? Yeah, they did scam them, but it is what it is. Antoine, what's up, AJ? Play like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, that DMV traffic is a mess. 30-minute trips or 2 hours during rush hour. Man, DMV's horrible. It's bad, man. It is bad. But it's if you can get past where Dulles is at, in between Baltimore and Dulles, It's clear after that to get into DC, it's not bad. Okay, but like my wife's cousins, or my wife's cousin works in DC, so she gets up early to go to work. She's driving before the traffic. She's getting up like 5:30, and she get to work like 7 or something because she's beating it. But you in there, that traffic's horrible, man. It's bad. It really is. That DMV traffic's no joke. All right. Okay, straight up. All right, man. Yeah. Yeah, man, the Ravens definitely did something. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to act fact, man. Okay, Doom Buggy. They degraded them. Yeah, they messed them up, dog. They messed the stock up. Bill Holloway, what's up, Big Beezy? Big Beezy. I got my 2 OGs on here. Okay, I got 6th grade in the house. All right, man. August Boger Middle School. Okay. All right, man. The Bobcats. We got Bobcats in the building. Bobcats and Cardinals. You know what I'm saying? That's us. That's us. All right, man. Okay. All right, man. Frank Nebula said some of y'all Raider fans think that we have infinite money in the bank. Some folks literally don't get that. Well, they don't understand the cap, Frank. They don't understand salary cap. We understand salary cap. A lot of people, that's how you know they're not, they try to act like they're not casuals, and then when you call them one, they're offended. But they don't understand how the cap works. There's a salary cap in football. So, you know, you have to spend 90% of your cap money. We had to spend 90% of it. That's why we went crazy. That's why we overpaid for Linderbaum. We overpaid. Oh, we overpaid. You have to overpay, bro. It is what it is. Okay? Yeah, I'm sure you could have went to Texas state smokehouse and probably go get a cowboy steak. You know, big ass one bill, a whole cow's ass. You could probably get one for about $50. But you go on to Ruth Chris and you order a little sirloin like this, it's $120. Are you overpaying? Yeah. But you're paying for more than just the steak. You're paying for the ambiance. You're paying for the prestige. You're paying for the service. You're paying for all that shit. You got to keep asking for water at the Texas Roadhouse. Excuse me, can I get some water? You got to do all that shit. Over there, man, as soon as your water starts going a millimeter, they filling your shit back up. You're paying for the service. You're paying for the ambiance. You're paying for the future clappings you're going to get from the girl that you took over there. But if you want to go to Applebee's and do the 2 for $22 special, she gets the quesadillas and your ass get the tacos and y'all split. Okay, you cut your shit in half and you tear your taco in half, and that's what you're doing. You got the $5 margaritas. You gonna wind up spending more over there so she can get buzzed up. So like I said before, bro, like they don't understand that cap is the cap. They have no idea, bro. No idea. Okay, all right, man. All right, man. Mendoza ain't going to be cheap either. He's not supposed to be. He's the first pick of the draft. You got to pay that man. These people think that this dude just coming over for free. You got to pay him. The highest paid person in this upcoming draft will be whoever is picked first. The first pick of the draft will be the richest person in the draft. You got to pay him millions, guaranteed. We only got 30 M's and we haven't restructured any deals. Half of that money is going to be Mendoza's. What are we going to do with 15 million? How are we signing all these players, bro? How? Somebody got to restructure. Chaos says, are they still going to get money back from the Wilkins trade? Wilkins contract. We have applied for it, but it's been a year and there hasn't been any traction. Now, if we get that money back before the draft, then we're chilling. Then we don't have to restructure, then we're chilling. But the problem is that we filed a grievance in 2025. It's been almost a year. There's been no movement. That might be something we get 2 years from now or something. Why haven't Maxx restructured yet? I don't know if he has or not. He hasn't been announced. There hasn't been an announcement. I don't know if he hasn't restructured, but he's not the only person that can restructure. I just said if Colton Miller restructures, that's 14 million saved. How come Colton hasn't restructured? See, we can't just look at Maxx and say, how come he didn't do this? How come he didn't do that? When there's other players that can restructure as well. I'm willing to believe that they got something brewing right now, but right now, we don't need to do anything right now because all we're doing is picking up little pieces here and there. But the draft is coming in on the 26th. We got like what, a little bit over a month. Something is going to happen, bro, because we got to. Ayuk ain't worth that much. Shit, he ain't worth that much, but his contract is. That's why they didn't cut him. His contract, trying to trade him. His contract is huge. It's like 40 per right now. They got caught slipping. They really did. Niners really got caught slipping. Remember when he was on the sidelines with AP with us over here? He had the afro with the afro pick hanging out the back of his afro with the all black on, and 49er fans were going crazy. You guys are trying to sign. That should be tampering. You guys are trying to sign. Y'all signed Brandon Ayuk, and Brandon Ayuk got hurt like that next week. Like he only played like a week and he was hurt. Hey man, it's what it is, man. Somebody got to get caught slipping. Jennings would be good too, but he needs a bag. Debo needs a bag. All these dudes need money, bro. Where we gonna get it from? I don't know if second round picks gets guaranteed money, but I know that first rounders do. All right, man. Okay. All right, man. What's good? What's good? What's good? Okay. I haven't kicked it and kissed nobody. Yeah, right, Justin Saw. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, all right, man. Straight up, something happened. I mean, one of them girls was drinking out of your Gatorade when you wasn't looking at shit. She was drinking out of your drink. Okay. Something happened. All right, man. Yeah, man, there was Shooby Doobies at the pool today. It was 90 degrees. They out. Okay. All right, man. Lakers about to play the Rockets. Well, we already beat the Rockets. We're going to play them again. Okay. I got it on record. Best storyteller on YouTube. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. That's why I'm here. Bro, why LJ still got the Denzel gift quotes on the post saying boom? I don't know, bro. Maybe he's still applying the boom. He didn't say nobody's name. He boomed on Trey Hendrickson. It's still a boom. All right, man. I'm on here, man, kicking it with y'all when I could be watching the Laker game. Okay. Yeah, man, they flew him into Dulles because of commercial airline. He just said it. He said it. They would have had to lay over, man. You imagine how janky that would have been if he would have had to get off in Austin and change planes and shit. They never intended, man, book a PJ, bro. Come on, man. They flew him back on the PJ. That's like, man, you go to the Academy Awards in an Uber, and then when you win it, or when you lose the Academy Awards, they let you drive back in a limo. Come on, man. Michael B. Jordan got dropped off by his grandmother at the door in her car, in her Cadillac Coupe de Ville, and he got out, went in and won an Oscar. Then he got in the limo after. Come on, bruh. Come on, man. It's ways to do things, bruh. Yeah, Jamal Adams is still available, man, but we don't need Jay Adams right now, man. Not with the dogs we just got. All right, man. We got some dogs. Yeah, Spirit Charge for Water. I've never been on one, bruh. I had one of my homegirls, man. Rest in peace, man. She's to clean up on Spirit. She's to clean up. And what she would do is that she would just wear all her clothes, because he didn't want to bag her clothes. So she would wear all her clothes on the plane, layer up all her fits, have all the fits that she was going to wear all her clothes, big ass trench coat, wear her shit up, and then when she got where she had to go, take all her shit off. That's what she used to do. Yeah, she used to do that shit. She was cleaning up. Little $35 flights. I was like, damn, you wearing all your shit? She's like, yeah, I'm going to go for like 2 days. I just wear all my shit I'm going to wear. Just wear it on there. I like, dang. Okay. Yeah, man. All right, man. Shaq to pull up the receipts. That's what I have to, man, because people be saying I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, man. It's David Rainey. I fly on first anything on 4 hours and live in Anchorage, man, Alaska. So anything past Seattle's over 4 hours. I got a boy up there, man. I got a boy up there in Anchorage, man. Okay, he's been telling me to come up there, man. But every time I see a picture, man, it's cold as shit up there. I'm like, I'm good. Better bring your ass down here. Yeah, it wasn't the first time either. Yeah, diabolical, straight up. All right, man. Yes, sir. Maxx didn't even get a Walmart greeter. Welcome to Walmart. Welcome to the Ravens. I mean, damn, didn't even give him a welcome to the team card. Didn't give him nothing. Didn't even give him a Applebee's gift card. That cat didn't get shit. Okay. All right, man. Bill said had some effed up stuff happen at work. Hey, Bill, you know what it is, Bill. They worried about you, Bill. Okay. Yeah, they could have flown them private, but they didn't. All right, man. All right, man. Straight up. Okay. All right. Eat chip. That Maxx said, well, glory be funks on me. Yeah, man. Bring back Tacken Adamson back from the dead. Hey, man. 2 hitters. Okay. 2 hitters. Bushido, yep, the Shield takes care of his own. How was Seawood greeted when he came back? Like you said, the Shield always knows. Shield's never done me wrong, bro. I told you, bro. It's a lot easier being a Raider fan when you are shielded up. You don't gotta like it, man. You just have to accept it for what it is. You just have to accept it. I accept the fact that Shield first and nobody's above, nobody's in front of it. Whatever, I have to deal with it. But I wasn't surprised that when Maxx came back. I was like, wow. I was just like, wow, Maxx is back. Wow, man, the Shield's something else. I was like that, very even-handed. But I legitimately turned the page on Maxx. I said it right on this channel. He's the ops. I said he's an op. When he was gone, he's an op, bro. I got to treat him like Khalil. I got to treat him like everybody else. I have to. I can't play that game. I made Ken Stabler an op. I made Marcus Allen an op. That's my favorite Raider of all time. He was my op. I didn't like it. It hurt, but I had to make him my op. Y'all wanted to still hold on. Still once a Raider, always a Raider. You know, once a Raider, always a Raider when you playing against the Raiders. Where you do that at? You either come back or you retire. What do you mean? You know, active player playing for another team, once a Raider, always a Raider. Y'all crazy for that shit. He gonna beat your brains in. That's exactly what he would have did. Yeah, Meek Robinson went to Detroit. Okay, yeah, but Meek Robinson ain't no. Meek Robinson was not a high profile player. I'm talking about a high profile player. Okay, Meek Robinson, that was a big loss for us. But I'm talking about somebody high profile. If you have to go to a Meek Robinson, you really, I mean, Bill, you have to really think. You really had to think to find that one. Yeah, Seawood broke his arm, got him a chip. Yeah. Yeah. Spoon said, I wish some money would enhance me. It has enhanced you. You have more money than you used to have, bro. If you got time to be on here, you got more money than you used to have. If you're not working multiple jobs, man, and you ain't at work right now, after you work to another job, you got more money than you used to have. You may not have as much money as you want. But you have more money than you used to. You go to the dispensary once a week and you ain't got to have somebody's ashy lips on your joint, then you doing better than you used to do. You can go buy lunch at work. You doing better than you used to do. You just ain't doing like you want to do. All right, man. Okay. Smart move. Yes. Yeah, man. I ain't nothing to say. What was I going to say? What was I going to be insulted for? I'm in their house. Like I said, when I was there, bro, I had a great time. It was great. I was only there for a couple of hours. I didn't even have time to see my in-laws or nothing. I flew. He called me up. He said, man, you want to go to a Ravens game with me? Go see the Chargers and the Ravens in Baltimore. Wife was like, you need to go ahead and do that. I booked my flight. Cost me $500. Okay. He had a ticket. I didn't have to pay for the ticket. Flew to his house in Austin. He was living in Austin at the time. Okay. Flew there. Spent the night. Went down to College Station down there, man. Went to the clubs out there. The bars. The shit was cracking. Came back. Went to bed for a couple of hours. Got up. Drove to Austin Airport, flew to BWI, got to the rent-a-car, drove by the stadium, went by, got some cheesesteaks, parked, walked over to the stadium with everybody with all my shit on, got an MMT. Stadium was beautiful. It was like September, wasn't cold, everything was great. Beautiful stadium, field, everything was great. Chargers were undefeated. Lamar and them beat their brains in. Walked back out with the team, players and everybody else. I think there was only me. I didn't see no other. I think one other dude had a Raider jersey on, just me. Check, two of us. Got back to the car, went back to BWI. He had a different airline because he was flying back to Texas. I had a different airline because I was flying back to LAX. Game was over by 5 o'clock. By 12:05 Pacific Standard Time on Monday, I landed. I was at the airport. Took the shuttle to my car. Took the shuttle to my car, man, and got stuck on the freeway for another hour because they were working on the roads. I did not walk into my house till like almost 3 o'clock in the morning because of the traffic in LA. I was stuck in traffic in LA on the freeway at 1 a.m. in the morning on a Monday. Didn't get home till 3 a.m. Did a round robin, bro. Less than 48 hours. All the way across country and back. That was gangster. Okay? No hotels, didn't stay overnight, none of that shit. Okay? All right. Okay, you on T-Mobile. Yeah, all right, what you need to do about it, man? Okay? Yeah. They got Trump phones now. Oh, what's going on? New iPhones and Samsungs. What's going on, D. Bernie? D. Bernie, I know them Lakers is on right now, man. See if we can make it 7 in a row. Reese, I told Steelers fans in the stadium that they were not a nation. Well, man, you braver than me. You must have been with some people. I don't think Pittsburgh is Baltimore. I don't think Pittsburgh is Baltimore. I'm going to be honest with you. I probably would be more apt to say it there. Baltimore's a different place. That's a whole different situation. Okay. I was good. I didn't have to say nothing. Yeah, man. MF in the backseat, keeping stuff going. Single people, keep people single. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man. My boys got that shit wrong so much, man. I'm just like, stop talking to me, bro. Stop. I mean, anything just so they could just act like they doing what you doing. Like, stop, man. I never talk about what one of my boys is doing. I never be like, oh yeah, I do that too. I do. Oh yeah, I'm running that. I don't do none of that shit, man. Because I'm like, that's what you doing. That's good. Unless they ask me, yo, man, what do you think about this? I'll be like, oh yeah, y'all doing your thing. Da 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 da. I don't never try to include myself on somebody else's shit. I don't. That's your shit. That's what you're doing. Cool. I got my own shit. I've always been like that. I've always been a guy that's detached. I'm with you, but I'm my own cat. Like, I mean, there's certain lessons that I learned early, man. You know how when you young and all y'all want to go together to the party, all y'all get in the car. You know, whoever's got the best car or the biggest car, whoever got gas, whatever, and all you fools is in the car. Y'all all clogged up in the car. Nobody wants to sit. Nobody wants to sit in the middle because that's riding B. Nobody wants to ride B. Calling shotgun and shotgun. Oh no, I called shotgun 2 days ago. And you arguing and doing all that. I mean, come on, bro. Okay, then you get to the club, dog, and then the person who's driving isn't coming up. He ain't getting no girls is getting at him. He can't get no dances. Ain't nobody hollering. Oh man, I'm ready to go, dog. You having the time of your life. You shit is cracking. But the fool that's driving ain't having a good time. He ready to blow the whole night. He ready to leave. Yo, man, I gotta go to work, man. This shit ain't bomb. This shit ain't wet. Let's go. Let's go, man. Damn, dog, I'm good. Then you trying to get the girl's info. She over there. You can't find her. She went to the bathroom. Yo, hold on. Come on, man. Guess what I started doing? Hey, man, what time y'all going? I'll meet you there. I need my own car, bro. Oh, man, we supposed to be riding together. Oh, no. Y'all just tell me when y'all there. I'll meet y'all there, dog. I need my own whip. I need my own freedom. If it ain't popping for you, you can leave. I could stay. If I got a destination, I don't have to go all the way back to your house. I could just follow her, whatever, go into Denny's or wherever the hell we're going. I'm good. So what am I saying, bruh? I learned early. I don't listen to nobody, bro. Oh man, that place ain't cracking. It ain't cracking for you, but it's cracking for me. I'm going over here, you go over there. Okay? I'm going to that person's house, you go to where you're going to. You're not having a good time, talk to you tomorrow. Oh, you gonna stay? Yeah, because I can. I'll tell you something, man. I don't even care, dog. I don't care. This is a long time ago. Justin saw. This was in Newark, off of Maury, right across from the New Park Mall. I'm talking to my boy Justin Saw, because he's from that area. There used to be a club over there. You could ask your pops, called the Rusty Scupper. Okay, used to be right across the street. It's cracking. Okay, before your time, whippersnapper, but your pops would know. So I went with this dude, man. Went to his house. There's only two of us. Went to his house. We went to the club. Get in the club. And then sometimes it's just your night. Sometimes you go into a spot and it's your night. It's just your night, bro. It's popping. Everything is working for you. Everybody's hollering. Every girl you talk to, they all dance. Everybody's receptive. And your boy, who swears on his life, he looks better than you, cuter than you, more money than you, all these things, he's getting nothing. Okay? So, I'm in the club having the time of my life. He's on the wall, all bitter in the face. I didn't care. Long story short, man, we get to the club, it's like 10:30. It's 12:30. We've only been in there about 2 hours. The club don't close till 1:30. We got an hour. I mean, I'm ready to go, man. Let's get out of here, man. Let's go, man. I'm like, man, hold on. Because I was trying to get all my stuff, man. So what I did was I was talking to, I sent one of the other girls over there to try to talk to her. And I was like, go over there and talk to my boy real quick, because went over there and tried to talk. And he was looking like he was kind of working, but it wasn't really working. But so I kept him occupied. So by the end of the club, man, he went talking to that girl. Was like, he whack, he boo-boo. She's like, your boy whack, he whack. He cute, but he whack. Okay, what can I do? What am I supposed to do? I just tried to make something happen. So I'm trying to get all the info. So I'm, walk her to her car, whatever. He's like, man, I'm ready to go, man. If you don't hurry up, I'm gonna leave your ass. That's what he said. Now understand. Raider Trey's known me since I was in 6th grade, and Bill Holloway's known me since I was in 6th grade. There's certain things you don't say to me. Not even being funny. Because if you say something like that to me, man, we're going to have a problem. You got to watch what you say to me, man. You can't just talk to me like you talk to everybody else. I said, man, if you leave me, that'll be the last thing you ever do, bro. Just give me a couple of Mexicans. You don't want that smoke from me. Man, got this girl's number. And she was like, okay, let me walk you back to your car. I was like, no, I'm good. She was like, no. I want to make sure you're good. When I walked back over, that car was not there. His car was not there. I said, oh, man, he probably went to go get gas or something. Because the gas station across the street. She was like, no, I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to wait for him to come back. Man, that parking lot was empty. That cat never came back. I was like, man, I'm about to kill this fool. I'm a break his face open. She was like, nah, come on. I got you. I'm going to take you to go get your car because my car was at his house. Listen up. True story, man. Long time ago, but the truth. She didn't even live where I lived at. She drove me, perfect for me because I had all this time to talk, all this time, this and that. It worked in my favor. Let's just put it that way. Drive, dog. Get to the house. His car's there. I understand we had cell phones out. He wouldn't answer the phone, nothing. I called one time, he didn't answer. I said, I answered. I'm just going to beat his ass when I see him. Pull up. She said, don't do nothing. I said, well, I left my wallet in the car because, you know, we're not taking my wallet. I took my ID and I had my money and that was it. God is my witness. She waited. She said, I'm waiting. I went up to go knock on the door to go get my wallet out of his car and my car keys. When I walked up the steps, my wallet and my car keys were on the doorstep. This fool left my shit at the door. I said, I'm gonna walk through his face when I see him. She said, no, get your stuff. Let's go. Worked out for me. And she said, promise me you're not gonna do nothing to him. I was like, why? She says, because you're better than that. He's mad because he really kept looking at me and I wasn't interested, and he saw that I was interested in you, so you won. She just talked me out of it. I said, all right. She said, you got to promise me you don't do nothing to him, though. I said, I ain't going to do nothing to him. All right. Worked out for me. A week later, this cat called me. I already had promised that I wasn't going to do nothing to him. I was about to call me up. Hello? Yo, what's up, man? What's up, dog? Say, hey, man, you want to go to the Warriors game, dog? I got some tickets, man. Warriors and Sixers, man. Go see Allen Iverson, dog. Yo, dog. I was wrong for that. I was wrong for that, man. I was wrong for that. I said, where the seats at? Where the seats at, nigga? Oh, man, the seats are good, dog, man. Yeah, man. I was just going through a little something. Yo, man, you ready to go to the game? Go see Allen Iverson and shit, dog. So, all right. Click. Rolled up with him again. Went to Oakland and Warriors. This was in the Run TMC days. This was Chris Mullin. This was Tim Hardaway. This was Mitch Richmond. Allen Iverson, he went for 50 that night. I was there. Didn't have to pay for shit. But when we was in that car, I had to tell him, we driving up. Raiders play right there. I said, hey, dog, I was about to absolutely explode your face, bruh. He goes, yeah, I know, dog. That's why I made it up to you, man. Hey, I was wrong for that. I was wrong. I said, you know what? I ain't riding with you no more. He goes, yeah, man, I wouldn't ride with me either, bruh. Yeah, man, I was just going through a little something. So what am I telling you? You better be independent when it comes to everything. Your football team, you better be independent on these players. You better not get yourself emotionally involved with nothing. Because 9 times out of 10, when you in these situations, it's there to teach you a lesson. It's there to teach you a lesson. And the lesson is, you better have your own. You better have your own fandom. You better love this or whatever logo is on your helmet. You better not get caught up with players and drafts and who's there and jerseys and all that stupid shit, because you're going to be in shambles like you were when you found out Maxx was traded. And I wasn't. And that's what it is. Okay? I got caught slipping. It worked out like it worked out for Maxx. That relationship, that lasted a good minute. That was a cool situation. Next time we went to the Rusty Scoper, I was with her. I mean, it was cool. It was a good situation. She was one of those ones that people looked, they were like, dang, dog, like it was like one of them. But I got left in a place that was at least 40 miles away from my house. So what am I telling you? You better have your own shit. You better stop loving Maxx Crosby's and start loving the Raiders. I'm telling you, because if Spike Tech and Brady get 2 first-round draft picks, you might be at the crossroads again. Trying to save y'all. All right, man, I think I've talked enough. I'm at the 3-hour mark. Hey, y'all wanted to know what I thought about it? I'm glad Maxx is back. I love Maxx Crosby, bro. That's my dog. Fist bumping everything. Love it. Get ready for the new merch that's coming out. But when you asked to be traded, you should have been more specific, homie. We traded you and you got railroaded, bro. But now you home and now you need to sack the shit out of everybody. Everybody needs to be sacked. You need to sack Bo Nix, not just Lamar. You need to sack Justin Herbert. You need to sack Patrick Mahomes. You need to sack Josh Allen. You need to sack Joe Burrow. You need to sack Dak Prescott. You got a lot of people you got to sack, big dog. I need you to get 25 sacks so you can get the sack record and get that depoy. All right? That's what I need. Stop asking for trades. Stay where you're supposed to stay. We will continue to love you. But don't ever call another team any nation again. Matthew Check Unfiltered.